Welcome to Swain County High School, home of your Maroon Devils. At this time, I would like to ask everyone in attendance to please stand as we honor this great nation of ours with the playing of the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, please remain standing. At this time, we want to take just a moment. We want to take just a moment to honor a fine man who left us a couple of days ago, and that's Mr. George Carson. George did a lot of great work around Swain County and Graham County as well. A good man, and he was a fantastic Maroon Devil fan for many, many, many years. His daughter Stacy was a cheerleader here at Swain County High School. I know his son-in-law Matt was a coach here at Swain. His son Brad was one of the original cameramen on our Maroon Devils network, and his granddaughter Hannah is playing here tonight. So if you would, join me in a moment of silence as we remember our own George Carson. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
And now let's meet the starting lineups for your Lady Knights. Starting at one guard, number 3, Gabby Hooper. Starting at another guard, number 4, Desta Trammell. Starting at forward, number 5, Holly Anderson. Starting at another forward, number 20, Jaka Jimenez. And starting at the other guard, number 24, Kinsley Phillips. And now for your Lady Devils, starting at one guard, number 1, Amaya Hicks. Starting at the other guard, number 3, Kirsten Smith. Starting at another guard, number 5, Maisie Helpman. And another guard, number 12, Maddie Spates. And starting in the middle, number 14, Savannah Smith.
Fans, welcome in on a Tuesday edition of Maroon Devil basketball here on the Maroon Devils Network. As hey, I'm all fired up now. We just heard Jeff Marr do the starting lineups here on the PA on the Maroon Devils Network. Jeff, I'm fired up. You got me pumped, baby.
Hey, man, I'm just glad to be in the house tonight, getting to see a ball game. I don't do it justice like Coach Burrell, but hey, I'll give it my best shot anyway.
Hey, shout out to Coach Toby Burrell, of course, who's always here with us on the Maroon Devils Network. He's got that old virus that's going around, that's just tearing our country apart. And we're ready to go here, but Toby, hope you're feeling well as Robbinsville and Swain County are ready to go here in the first quarter at Swain High. We're starting early today because there's no JV game. Well, we got varsity girls and varsity boys coming up here, and two good teams here. Robbinsville going inside early. Can't make it go. They kick it right back outside for a 3, and this one is going to be too strong, but a big offensive rebound in there by Jimenez.
And back in.
Up and in, and that's good work inside the paint And, Jeff, as you know, when you can make those offensive rebounds work, that helps.
Oh, my gosh. Anytime you can get on the boards, especially on the offensive end, it's going to translate into instant offense probably 60% of the time.
And they tried to trap us over there against the sideline, and that didn't work. Good ball movement. And I tell you what, Eric's taking care of us.
Knocks it down.
And huge bucket here. So we've got Mountain Dew in the house, and we've got a tie ball game at 3-3. 2 big threes, and a traveling call is going to turn it over now for Robbinsville.
And that three was by our own number 1, Amaya Hicks.
I'll tell you, these girls have had a good start to the season. I think they're getting better every game if we can just keep everybody healthy and all the other teams healthy so we can play.
Absolutely, and that's a huge challenge right now, unfortunately, in today's time. We're just glad we're out here tonight getting an opportunity to play basketball.
You know, it really is, as we were talking to both the Swain and Robbinsville coaches before the game, especially Robbinsville. There's a turnover on the inbounds. Robbinsville down the floor quickly trying to make it work on the fast break. Ooh. And there's a follow block and a foul on Savannah Smith. But, wow, we hustle back on D to try to stop that easy layup.
Yes, we did, and that's number 4, Trammell, pushing the pace, and that's going to be her job. I've watched her since she's been a middle schooler. She's a really good point guard, and we're going to have our hands full with her tonight.
At the free throw line, first one no good. At the stripe is going to be number 20. And again, I think they're going to call her, is it Jaca Jimenez?
Yeah, Jaca Jimenez.
Jaca Jimenez. That's easier than her full name.
Yeah.
And second free throw drops in, and it's a 4-3 Robbinsville lead.
Looks like we have a 1-2-1-1 press.
And, boy, I tell you, almost made it pay off down the
Got
floor. A 2-on-1 and a backdoor easy layup. Savannah Smith puts it up and in. Good work to beat that press, Jeff. And when you can do that, that'll make them back off.
Absolutely. You beat a press by passing the basketball, and that's exactly what we were able to do.
Good work on the passing game.
Looks like we've opened up in a 2-3 matchup zone. Yep,
2-3 zone. Right back outside. Again, there's that good shot you were talking about from Desta Trammell. Only a sophomore. This is a pretty young team here.
It is a young team. They've really dominated the middle school ranks the last couple of years, so they're going to be something else as they continue on.
And they're fast, as we saw again. That defense knocked the ball out of bounds, and our Lady Devils will bring it in. And coming in is a brand new player on the Lady Devils lineup, and that's Kaylin Johnson.
Kaylin Johnson.
Just transferred in to Swain County High School.
Absolutely, and that's a big thing I know for Coach Turner. Sometimes, you know, he doesn't have a lot of depth, a lot of players, so it's always nice to add a practice player, a player that can play anything you can take at this point.
Hey, you said it. And apparently she has some skills. She knows how to play, and good to have her as a member of the Lady Devil basketball team as we're down right now 7-5. Good ball handler, as we can see already.
Yes.
And as you mentioned, anytime you got somebody who can handle the ball, she jacks up a three. This one's going to be short, and the rebound is going to be loose. Finally picked up by Robbinsville. Getting it is going to be Hallie Anderson. And they take it all the way down the floor, and another foul inside, I'm afraid, on Maddie Spates.
Maddie Spates, her first, team second. So Robbinsville's really looking to push the tempo early, it looks to me like.
Yes, they want to get down there, and a lot of times that can cause you to actually foul people, Jeff, because as you know, sometimes when you're not back on defense and you're trying to get back on defense, sometimes you're out of position and you foul people.
Yes, and fouling's one thing we can ill afford to do tonight, especially early on.
Second free throw good, so now it's a 9-5 Robbinsville lead. 5.5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Now they back off on the press.
Looks like they're in a 1-2-2 zone look now, trying to match up in the middle, especially trying to figure out where Savannah's at, which I don't blame them.
That's it. Yeah, she's a go-to person off the glass. Shot no good. Good hustle on the rebound, though. Pulling it down is Maddie Spates. Going back inside this time in the hands, though, of Hallie Anderson of Robbinsville. She steps in front of Savannah and comes up with a steal.
Trammell again, her third three of the game.
I tell you, this girl can shoot a three, and somebody's going to have to get in her face because Desta Trammell is now 9 of their 12 points.
Yes, she is.
And she is deadly. I mean, she doesn't hit the iron. It's all nylon when she hits it.
And one thing worth noting, too, I mean, you look at our 5 we have out here, there's not a senior out there on the floor.
That's right.
Swain, so that bodes well for us as well.
And there's Maisie Heltman knocks down a three from the left baseline corner. And here's a foul going back inside, though, as Robbinsville tries to go down the lane. Again, we come up with a foul. And again, I believe it's going to be on Savannah Smith.
That's her second.
And that's not a good foul.
No, that's not a good thing.
So our Lady Devils starting to pick up a few fouls here, Jeff, at the free throw line. First shot is going to be good by Hallie Anderson, a junior.
And what's unfortunate is Robbinsville's now hit 4 of 5 from the free throw line. So,
man, you don't want to send them there, do you?
No, it doesn't look like it.
Some teams can shoot free throws and some struggle with it. But it's such a big part of the game. Second free throw, no good, and it's going to be out of bounds off the hands of Robbinsville. We'll bring it in. Bringing it in is going to be Maisie from the baseline. She dumps it in again to Kaylin Johnson, a new member of the Lady Devils. If you're watching and wondering, hey, who's that number 2? That's Kaylin Johnson.
Said she was a transfer from Choctaw, Mississippi, I think Coach said.
Exactly right. And, there's a traveling call on Robbinsville. They turn it over. And I believe we had an outstanding football player that had connections down in that neck of the woods.
Oh, yes, we did.
By the name of Leafus Tubby.
Yes, we did.
Boy, do I remember that guy. Oh, what a player. What a player. So we'll take all the players we can get out of that neck of the woods. Robbinsville with the ball. They go inside. Savannah Smith got to be careful with 2 fouls.
And they're going to take it right to her. Nice backdoor look.
Yep. Got some daylight there with Kinsley Phillips, another sophomore. Boy, Jeff, you're right. Some of the key players on this team for Robbinsville, sophomores, and they're young.
A lot of youngsters.
We try to go down on the baseline. Pass way too high for Maddie Spates. We've got this is actually a mask timeout under the 4-minute dead ball.
Yes,
it's supposed to be a 1-minute timeout for a break, so these players can take the mask off and breathe a little bit.
Yes.
And we'll take a break, and we'll be back with live action in just a moment. Fans, welcome back to live action here as we're rocking and rolling on a Tuesday night. Again, no JV game in case you're wondering why. Hey, it's only a little bit after 5 o'clock and the girls are playing. No JV game today. The girls varsity at 5. Then we'll have the boys varsity immediately after. Gary Ayers along with Jeff Marr. Giving a big shout out to Toby Burrell. He's quarantined. And Jeff, I've been through that. It's no fun.
Me too. It absolutely stinks. I'm the type of person, if I'm at home about 2 hours, I'm ready to go somewhere else, and I was dying.
It's no fun.
Another offensive rebound for Robbinsville.
Robbinsville.
Number 24, Phillips.
Getting it done in the paint. Maybe, nope, no foul. Just knocked it out of bounds, so it's going to be Maroon Devils ball back in.
And I think Swain had a couple check in. Number 3, Kirsten Smith. Number, 13, Sarah Cutshaw?
That's right. Some good bench players. And I want to give a shout out to your mom and dad. I hope they're doing better. I know. I know your dad's probably going nuts, staying at home every day too.
Hey, it's been a struggle.
It's zero fun. Here comes Robbinsville with the board all the way down the floor. Layup no good. And a big rebound inside by Sarah Cutshaw.
Yes, it was. 2-on-1 fast break. Back to Maisie.
Here we go.
And one.
There it goes. Yes, indeed. I tell you, that was a good pass back and forth from Kaylin Johnson. I can tell she's going to be an asset to this team.
Yes, she is. I mean, just her passing skill and her ability to dribble the basketball has been evident early on, and that's really good to see. And I'm sure Coach Turner is happy.
that was really a good work back and forth with Maisie passing it over and back, and then laying it up with a chance to bring it within 4. 15-10 now. Robbinsville has led most of the way here in the first quarter, and the free throw good. So it's a 4-point Black Knight lead. As we mentioned, Robbinsville 1-1 coming into this ball game. Inside, can't find any daylight. Robbinsville goes back outside, back in the hands of Desta Trammell.
She goes through 2 of them.
Oh,
holy cow!
Heck of a drive. Yeah, she split the defense.
And she gets it again and puts it in again.
Steals the inbounds, and here we go. I tell you, this Desta Trammell is a player.
That's 13 points already.
Unbelievable. and she is so quick. 19-11, she's the reason. Her and the Black Knights, there's a steal. Lady Devils turn it over down the floor, fast break, layup good.
Schuler.
And again, when you can do that on the fast break after a steal, Zoe Schuler, and she's a true freshman.
Yes, her daddy is Michael. He was a tremendous athlete over at Robbinsville. Know him well.
Amaya Hicks on the miss. Down the floor, here come the Black Knights again. And a backdoor layup, up and good again by Jimenez. And right now, the Lady Devils need a timeout, Jeff, because Robbinsville is on a roll.
They're on a roll, and they're absolutely pushing the tempo as fast as they possibly can. If you're familiar with college, it's kind of like watching the Tar Heels of old, we'll say, when Coach Roy and Coach Smith used to have them just absolutely forcing tempo, and that's what they're doing right now.
That's exactly what they're doing, fast breaking it to death. And I tell you, when they get that going, unless you really get back on defense, you're going to give up a lot of points.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing to push the basketball, but it's another thing to have guards that have vision that can see those open spots. And right now, they're finding them.
Yeah, I tell you, this Desta Trammell, again, only a sophomore, already looks like an all-conference type player.
Yeah,
a lot of talent. All right, Lady Devils with the basketball again. It was a 4-point game just a moment ago. So right now they're on an 8-0 run here. 23-11. It was 15-11 at one point. So they've got to us for 8 straight points. Got to slow it down. Robbinsville really putting the heat on defensively.
Yeah, they've really started to extend that 1-2-2 out further. Just trying to see what our guards are going to be able to do with the basketball.
Got it inside to Savannah. Shot no good. Here they come. Fast break again down the floor. And this time they just mishandled the ball, or they probably would have had another basket. Just kind of lost the handle on the dribble. But they had the numbers down there on the fast break.
Yes, they did. So Robbinsville's going to change defenses now. Look like they're going to a man-to-man. Nope. Yep. Yeah, they are.
Pretty much a straight-up man-to-man, and that really keeps your offense kind of on its heels because you don't know what the defense is going to do. Turning it over. Here come the Black Knights again down the floor. That's an offensive charge.
Nice job.
Kaylin Johnson, our new player, boy, she took a hard charge.
Yes, she did. She stood her ground, did a great job. Takes a lot of guts to do that. People don't understand that.
She did against a much bigger player. She was knocked to the floor hard. Gets right back up, though. And the foul on Robbinsville. They tap it away over there again. Desta Trammell on defense. And now they're going to bring in Dallas Garrett, a junior. On this team, they have 4 seniors, but only one senior starter. That's Gabby Hooper, number 3. Everybody else an underclassman here for Robbinsville. But again, you look on the flip side of that, Jeff, and the Lady Devils, a lot of youth as well.
It's a lot of youth, man.
So both these teams have a lot of, I think, a lot of positive players for the future.
Oh, boy. Savannah just absolutely about knocked 13 out. Wow.
She did. She hit the floor. Amaya missing on the layup. Back down the floor now. It's going to be Jimenez. Oh, good block inside by Savannah.
Yes, it was. Good recovery on her part as the Robbinsville girl had that low post position, but Savannah really helped with that block. She bailed us out.
She did. She got in there with some hands on defense. Right in front of the Lady Devil cheerleaders. Ball on the floor, kicked away, out of bounds. It's going to be whose ball?
He's saying Robbinsville.
Right in front of the Swain bench. Robbinsville ball. Carl Junaluska, one of those officials over there who's been doing this, I think, as long as you and I have.
Oh, gosh, for a long time.
Carl referees
and looks the same.
He does. He does football, basketball, softball. I think
volleyball.
He does it all. Shot no good by Robbinsville. Lady Devils back down the floor, running
good
jumper.
Drive by Heltman.
How about that? Maisie Heltman, the junior.
That's 8 for Maisie.
Good first quarter here, which is about over now. 25 seconds and counting with Robbinsville up by 10. Running jumper.
Trammell again.
And Desta Trammell is having a huge first quarter. 25-13. We've got to keep an eye on the clock here. Down to 12 seconds and counting now. Kaylin Johnson driving down the lane. Puts it up. Won't go. There's Savannah with the rebound. Tipped away out of bounds. It's going to be out of ball.
One more good opportunity to try to score here.
Checking back in now is going to be Gabby Hooper. That's their only senior starter. Got a couple of seniors on the bench over there with Lena Pagan And up and, shot won't fall. And the rebound picked up by Robbinsville.
2, 1. Oh, no, we're going to have a foul. Did he call it?
Nope, they're going to wave it off.
They're going to wave it off. Woo!
That was close.
Oh, man. That would have been Tram off the line for 3 free throws. Whoa.
25-13 at the end of one quarter, folks. Stay tuned. We'll be back with Robbinsville in the lead. Fans, welcome back. 25-13, Robbinsville in the lead. 1 quarter gone. Jeff, I was just noticing on the break, Joanna McMahon must have the biggest bag of bubble gum I've ever seen sitting down there.
Hey, she's done that for years. Back in the old days when I was still coaching basketball, she always brought candy and kind of kept everybody happy with it.
I love her to death.
Oh, she's amazing.
She really is. That's a good family.
People don't understand all the things she does really for our athletic program.
Oh, no kidding.
She has given us countless free pictures of my daughter forever playing ball and stuff.
And that's hours of work.
Hours of work.
For no pay. You're right.
Oh, nice look into Savannah.
Oh, good shot. Wouldn't fall. Out of bounds. It's going to go to Robbinsville, though. But, yeah, they're really putting a lot of pressure on Savannah inside.
Well, they know she's our big threat in there, and she does a lot of the dirty work inside, pulling the rebounds and getting the easy baskets, and they're just trying to limit that as much as they possibly can.
Yes, indeed.
Understandable.
Hey, that's the game plan. Oh, wide open. There's a great pass from Deska Trammell inside, and Jeff, she found her person right inside.
She did, and against that true 2-3 look, you're not supposed to let penetration get to that middle. You've got 2 guys there that have to step, and right now we're just not doing that.
That's it. They were able to drive and dump that off inside for an easy one. Out in front now it's going to be Maddie Spate. She goes baseline, and Maya Hicks. Shot won't fall, and the rebound picked off by Kenzie Phillips. Phillips down the floor again. There's Deska Trammell. Robbinsville driving down the left side of the lane.
Oh no.
Boy, Savannah with her third foul,
I think.
big 3,
yes, sir. Her third, team 4th.
And she will probably have to come out, I'm sure. You don't want that's 3 fouls already. We're just barely into the second quarter. So now it's going to be
is that Hooper
at the free throw line. Yes, indeed. First shot is good. And now coming in, it's going to be Kirsten Smith. As again, Gabby Hooper, one of their seniors. As we mentioned, they have 4 total on this team. She's the only one that starts on a regular basis. And the second one good. This is a good Robbinsville team coached by Lucas Ford.
Yeah.
And they get after you.
Well, that's always been his mentality as a player and as a coach, and I'm sure it just exudes right off into his players.
Oh, is it going to be an offensive charge or a defensive foul?
Looks like defense.
Yep, going to call it on defense. It's going to be on Gabby.
It's going to be her first, team 3rd for Robbinsville.
So they're not in foul trouble yet. As it's going to be our ball inbounds again. Number 2, Kaylin Johnson. For those folks just tuning in wondering, hey, who's our new player? That's our new player who just transferred in from Choctaw.
Oh,
and
going to call a
jump ball. And the arrow says it's going to go to Robbinsville.
I think he just got confused and didn't really know who it went out on, so he just called a jump ball. He could have asked for help.
That's it. There are 3 sets of eyes out there.
So that went against us.
Exactly.
Dad, Jim.
Yeah. Bringing it up the floor, Deska Trammell running the show at the point guard. And what a game she's had already in double figures. And we're just, again, early in the second quarter.
Yeah.
6:25 and counting. Back over to Gabby. Our defense extending out a little bit. And boy, we're going to have to, especially on Deska Trammell.
Yeah, we better know where number 4 is at all times.
Yes. Ooh, there's a good
nice
steal.
Takeaway.
Kirsten Smith took it away from Gabby Hooper down the floor. Fast break. Little too strong. Ball still loose.
Should stay with us.
Our ball, you're right.
Almost had a fast break, but now we're going to bring it inbounds.
There's Maisie off a screen.
Putting it up, running jumper, good. Good work over there by Maisie Heltman. Maisie only a junior.
Double digits, 10 points.
Wow, good first half. Now pulling out, Kaylin Johnson kind of pulling out on Desta Trammell. That's a pretty good matchup. Oh, there's a little traveling inside. Kind of carried that ball on her hip was Dallas Garrett. Just couldn't get it off her hip.
Couldn't get it there.
And that happens. One thing I've noticed this year, Jeff, and you probably have too, a lot of times you see people carry the ball. They don't call that much.
No, they don't ever call it. Those guys in the NBA, they absolutely get away with it on a nightly basis.
They do.
And unfortunately, these kids watch that, and they think they have to do it.
That's it. Here comes Kaylin with a shot. Her shot no good. And the rebound picked up by Trammell. Desta down the floor.
3 on 2.
Going all the way. Shot no good. And the foul on Kaylin Johnson.
It's going to be her first, team 5th.
So 5 team fouls. And Desta at the free throw line. Don't forget now, fans, we're going to be playing again on Friday. Got those Bobcats coming in. First free throw good by Desta Trammell.
That's her 16th point.
Wow,
and
what a game.
This is their 10th free throw attempt coming up. We're just early in the second quarter.
That's a lot of free throws.
So all of our fouls have been basically shooting fouls.
Not even in the 1-and-1 yet. And Trammell gets it done at the free throw line. 31-15 now. Still 5:23 to play in the second quarter. Smoky Mountain Conference basketball. We get the little 1A coming into town Friday with Blue Ridge. Back out in front now is going to be Kaylin. Lady Devils taking our time here. But again, Robbinsville coming out after us defensively.
Yeah, they are. They've really extended that thing, trying to put a lot of pressure on our guards up top.
Back out in front again is going to be Maddie. Maisie Heltman. Long three. This one won't fall. And the rebound picked up by the Black Knights. Back down the floor is going to be Jimenez.
Oh, knocked it away.
Oh, good work in there. Kaylin Johnson back down the floor. Oh, it's knocked away from behind. She gets it back.
Oh, my gosh.
Back outside to Spates.
Whoa.
Boy, Kaylin really hit the floor that time.
Yeah, she did. She took a big-time shot.
Man.
Number 5. That's – who is that, Holly Anderson?
That's going to be Anderson, yep. Anderson and Kaylin comes out. Kaylin Johnson, boy, I tell you, she got shook up on that
play.
She
sure did. She took a shot to the head or nose or something.
She got pounded. She goes over there. She might have a little
blood in the mouth.
Yeah, she had to go over there and spit, so she may have some blood in the mouth.
Wide open look.
And that 3 won't fall for Kirsten.
Here comes that Robbinsville fast break again.
Back down the right side, going to be Trammell. We cut her off.
Nice job by Maisie.
Good defense. Good defense on that play. Outside for 3 is going to be Gabby. Her shot no good.
That's a foul. Got to be.
Over the back.
You got her. That's Jimenez, and that's her second.
So now coming in is going to be, we're going to see Aubrey Wachacha, another freshman. And she's a tall lady too.
Yes, she is. I watched her play volleyball this year. She's real athletic too.
She's
she can move and handle herself well.
She's going to be hard to deal with in the paint. Lady Devils down by 16. Long 3. This one won't fall for Kirsten Smith. Out of bounds, going the other way though. But it's so good just to have these girls playing today.
It absolutely is. That's what I've said all year. You know, people gripe and complain about masks and this and that. You know, the bottom line is we're getting to play, we're getting to compete, and these girls and guys are getting to do what they love.
That's it.
And they need to be doing that.
That's exactly right. Ball knocked away. Good D out there by Maddie Spates.
A parent and a coach's worst nightmare is idle time.
Oh, yeah. You said it. You said it. And here's the mask timeout with 3:49 to play. Robbinsville up 31-15. Fans, we'll be back. Stay with us on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans, welcome back. Gary Ayers along with Jeff Marr, Toby Burrell. Yeah, if they're not here, you know what the answer is. They're probably at home in quarantine. Yeah. And that's, unfortunately for Toby, he is, but we wish him well and hope he's going to be back real soon. I know it's good to have Joe Holt back tonight.
Yes, it is.
Kent Maxey was so good to help us out. He's really great on camera work. I think he's done that all his life.
Yes, he has.
Robbinsville inside, and again, there's Wachacha. Shot no good, but a battle for the rebound won by the Black Knights.
There
back
she
up
is again.
Wachacha going right up, and again, she is tough in the paint.
Yes, she is, and she's got size forevermore. I mean, she's probably, 6'2"?
Yeah, she's a big girl.
At least.
And she didn't have to jump much to get that rebound.
And a big wingspan, so that's a plus. Looks like Robbinsville's went into a 1-3-1 now.
Outside jumper, and this three is going to be no good. Maddie missing on the left wing. Down with the rebound, though. Maisie Heltman fires it back up.
Knocks it down.
Boy, that's a good-looking shot.
Yes, it was.
Nothing but net on that one. 33-18 now. Robbinsville has pretty much been in control the entire way. They go inside. Shot no good as Maddie Spates had some good defense. They go baseline, kicking it back out. Now they reset the offense. Back out in front now with Gabby and Desta. No, back in now is going to be 13, Lina Pagan. Going back inside, and this Wachacha girl's only a freshman.
Wow.
She's going to be a heck of an athlete.
She's going to be a thorn in a lot of people's side for the next 4 years.
You said it. You said it. That girl's.
There's Maisie.
Down the floor. Got a 1-on-2. She's going to take it all the way and lays it up.
Knocks it down.
Good work with the basketball. 33-20 now as Maisie stole it. Took it all the way.
That's 15 for Maisie.
Man, I tell you.
So her and Trammell are really going at it.
They are really having a heck of a game. Going to have to get some help, though, probably from some of their teammates before it's all over.
That's exactly right.
Jumper from the right wing won't fall, and the rebound by Kirsten.
Here's Maisie again. Go to the hole, Maisie.
Got the fast break. This one good again. Two big shots in a row, and Maisie is piling up points.
Yes,
and now Robbinsville.
Back to 11.
Lucas Ford says, let's call a timeout with 1:43 to play. And this is going to be a quick 30-second timeout, says Carl Junaluska.
I'll tell you what I loved about that, and I've told people for years, that is a lost art. If you're watching at home, instead of going all the way to the basket that time, Hooper had the position. Maisie probably would have gotten called for a charge.
Yep.
Hey, she pulls up right there at the block, shoots that little jump shot, 2 points. Kids nowadays, all they want to think about is going to the rim, attacking, looking big, doing crazy layups. Hey, pull up and score 2 points.
That's it. That's the high percentage shot. Because you're right. If you keep going, you're going to get an offensive charge.
Yes, you are.
Because they call that a lot.
Yes, they will.
The officials are on the offensive charge stuff, sometimes even if the defender has position or not.
Yes. They anticipate
They
it.
do. And it's at every level. College is the same way.
That's exactly right.
They will nail you on the offensive charge. Robbinsville back with the basketball now. They have an 11-point lead, but our Lady Devils have fought back.
Now, this is interesting. We've changed it up. We went to a 1-3-1 look, and we've got Maisie up top who's matching up against the guards.
And now Maisie, I think, probably
she got that foul.
had a little body check there with a foul.
That'll be only her first, though. Team 6th. So we're 1 away from the 1-1.
Still 1:26 to play in the second quarter. So it won't hurt us too bad here in the first half if we have to. Oh, there's the steal. There's Maisie again. Ball is going to be knocked away by Robbinsville, so we'll get it inbounds. Okay, Maisie playing a heck of a game as well.
Yes, she is. I mean, she's one of those kids that really like Trammell from Robbinsville. You look at what they're doing out here. They play all the time. They do the extra, put in the work, and it shows once they get out on the court.
Oh, boy, does it ever.
You can't just play a sport, August to November anymore and not do it any other time of the year. It just don't work.
No, you're right. It takes a lot of work year-round because that's what everybody else is doing.
That's exactly right.
The good people are playing something. It may not be the same sport.
That's right.
But they're active year-round.
They're doing something. That's right.
Sometimes you just got to go fishing.
Yeah, that's right. What a look by Trammell.
Going inside, shot no good by Candy Stewart. Candy, a senior on Robbinsville's team. That one kind of hit the bottom of the backboard. It's going to be a Lady Devils ball. 45 seconds now before halftime.
And we're under double digits.
Yes.
Only a 9-point lead.
33-24. Robbinsville man-to-man now defensively. They keep kind of switching around on defense, trying to confuse our offense.
Yeah, I think he got tired of leaving Maisie standing out there, so he decided to try to put somebody on her.
Maddie missing from the left baseline corner.
Here they go again.
Fast break. Here comes Desta Trammell. Dumps it off on the left side, but we steal it. There's some good work by Sarah
Yes,
Cutshaw.
it was.
Just stole the ball away. Back down the floor. Running jumper. Won't fall for Maisie. And the rebound. Robbinsville back down the floor. Here comes Desta. Still got time. Desta, a little hesitation.
Oh, he got her.
And this time Carl called
You
that.
called it.
We've seen that carry a couple of times tonight, but Carl Junaluska got it that time.
It's almost like they hesitate and they can't help but turn that ball over. Yeah.
That's it. That
Final shot. Is it going to count?
Oh, won't go. But Lady Devils, a great effort here to close the gap before halftime. Fans Robbinsville a tough out as they lead 33-24 here at the end of the first half. Stay tuned. We'll be back. We have a lot more basketball coming up as Jeff Marr, Gary Ayers will be back with you to start that third quarter. So stay with us here on the Maroon Devils Network. Hey, welcome back, everybody. We're ready for the second half. And I know, Jeff, you've been keeping a good running score total there. But I tell you what, two players kind of highlight things, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. You look at Swain scoring. You've got Hicks with 5. You've got Heltman with 17. And you've got Savannah Smith with 2. Then you look at Robbinsville, Hooper with 2. Trammell with 17. Anderson 1. Schuler 2. Jimenez has 5, Phillips 4, and Wachacha 2. So one person scoring a lot from Robbinsville, but a lot of others chipping in as well.
I tell you, Heltman and Trammell have dominated play here offensively. But got to give Robbinsville's defense some credit. I think their defense is one of the big reasons they're up by 33-24.
Absolutely, and our girls did a great job closing out that half, getting a big lead down to single digits. So hopefully we'll carry on here in the third quarter as well.
That's it. If you're just tuning in, at one point it was 15-11. Then Robbinsville went on an 8-0 run and kind of held that gap for a while. But again, we're trying to close it in. Our cheerleaders here, the fans that are able to come in, obviously we're very limited with the North Carolina situation and high school sports.
Don't even get me started on that.
Yes, indeed. And boy, amen, brother. Amen, brother. I'm with you. And of course, states all around us are in a different vein. Outside jumper. This one's going to be a little short over there by Maisie. Robbinsville with a rebound. They've got the numbers on a 3-on-2, and the layup is not going to work. But hustling down the floor as Gabby Hooper tried to bounce it off of Amaya, but Amaya said, "Hey, this is my ball," and she goes all the way down the floor with it.
Savannah working the high post. Back to her sister.
Back inside.
Hey, knocks it down. Kirsten Smith.
Big 3 for Kirsten. Good to have Savannah back in there. Of course, playing with 3 fouls.
Yes, she is. She's got to be careful.
She has got to be careful.
If she gets one early, she'll be set until at least halfway through the fourth.
You said it. Going inside. Oh, there's a big block. Woo. Big block inside on Hallie Anderson.
Maisie by herself. 2 more.
And that's good defense turning into offense.
Yes, it is.
And it happens so many times when your defense can come up with a big play, it turns right into points. Outside jumper, and that's going to be in by, again, Jacob Jimenez.
She gets a steal, puts it back in.
Oh, man. Again, defense.
It is, and we just had a 5-0 run, all the momentum. Then they score 4 quick points just to break everything we'd just done.
Just that quick. Oh, stepping on the end line, literally. Desta Trammell tried to kind of walk that tightrope, but I think she stepped out a little bit. So it's going to be Swain's ball in bounds, 37-29, an 8-point ball game. And a chance to cut into the lead a little more. Out in front. There's Desta Trammell, but she stepped on the sideline after she stole the ball. But she's all over the floor.
She's quick as a cat out there, man. I'm telling you what.
Indeed.
Woo. She's a matchup nightmare.
Yeah, she gives coaches headaches, doesn't she?
So Robbinsville back in their 2-3 look. Oh, Kirsten had a look. She's got to be willing to pull that, especially after hitting one.
That's it. Back on the baseline, long 3.
Hey,
there's a great shot by Maddie Space.
Yes, sir.
Way down on the baseline. The sophomore nails it, 37-32. Jeff,
down to 5. Game. And here we got a steal.
Savannah Smith with a steal. Back down the floor, fast break, pulling it up.
There's
short
that pull-up jumper.
Oh, just wouldn't fall over there by Maisie, but good offensive break.
Yes, it was. I don't think Maisie's missed but a couple shots all night.
She has been on.
She shot the ball really well.
She really has. Now the Lady Devils trying to set up in a, looks like a 1-3-1 zone.
Looks like a 1-3-1. We put Maisie up top. We did that right before the end of the half, and what it's allowed us to do is get a lot of pressure, but also she's the lead on the fast break now.
Yep. Outside.
Kick the ball to her, and she can go.
Gabby Hooper missing down the floor. Here comes the fast break. Talking about that all the way.
Nice body control.
How about that by Maddie Spates?
And a timeout.
Yeah, Robbinsville, it's a 3-point game, 1-possession ball game with 5:19 to play. So I tell you, this is these girls don't quit.
Absolutely. I mean, we've opened this half on a 10-4 run, and it's really been fueled by our defense. We're doing a good job down here getting the loose balls, getting our hands on balls, but most importantly, we're converting off this fast break.
That's it. Making the fast break work. So the girls getting it done here. Good basketball game. I know we always have a lot of folks watching from the other schools, so a lot of folks watching from Robbinsville over in Graham County.
As you heard right there at that point, our cheerleaders do a fantastic job over there on the bench. Those guys just do an awesome job each and every game. You know, I've watched most of our games live at home, and I always hear those guys loud and clear. And that's a great thing because our players draw a lot of energy from those girls.
Oh, you said it.
Yeah.
With the attendance so limited, the cheerleaders now really stand out, and we need them.
Yes, we need them. They do a fantastic job. Started with Sherry Wright. Now her daughter Cassie's taking them over, and they do an awesome job.
Hey, they really do. We're gonna see them a little bit later on the court here, and you can watch them perform as well. But you really can't hear them. Now the Lady Devils with the basketball in bounds. A three would tie this thing. Now we see that press come back from Robbinsville. It caused us a little trouble earlier, but now we get it across half court.
2-on-1.
Oh, nice work.
And one.
How about that? Maisie Heltman into Maddie Spates. And a foul that could tie this up with 4:53 to play in the third quarter.
Maddie Spates with her 7th point already of this quarter. You know, you look at her big shots. Kirsten hits a big three. So now we're starting to get some help from the other girls.
That's it. It takes them all. Free throw won't fall. And the rebound
Savannah.
back up and in. Oh, Savannah, a basket that would have given us the lead back, or maybe for the first time, as Robbinsville has led most of the way here tonight. Outside jumper, Gabby Hooper short. But again, there's Desta Trammell. Offensive rebound, back up and in. 39-36, Robbinsville. Pressure again now from the Black Knights.
Nice ball handling.
Across the timeline again, Maddie Spates. Well, I tell you, Jeff, you got to be, as you know, so careful with the time getting that ball across half court.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much to.
No, it doesn't. That 10 seconds can get going in a hurry. That should be a foul, and it is. Carl got her.
Yep, reaching in. Hallie Anderson.
That's going to be her second.
So now, Lady Devils, no fouls here so far in the third quarter, 2 on Robbinsville.
As I get a message from my daughter, she's loving our commentary. So at least one person's watching.
Hey, that's it.
Hey, Jenna.
Amaya Hicks, I tell you. And she knows her sports, too. Especially that ball that goes over the net.
There's Trammell for three.
Oh, my goodness. Desta Trammell, another big three, 42-36.
It's 22 points for Trammell.
You know, I think Jenna could have played basketball, too.
Yeah, she's
very athletic.
She thought about it, and just the timing of everything crazy this year just wouldn't work out.
Yeah. So she's that kind of athlete that could play anything she wants to.
So 42-36.
Got a timeout on the floor. It's the mask timeout here with 3:55 to play. I'm not sure if the cheerleaders are going to come out, if they're going to stay over there, but hey, let's check them out anyway.
Nice job by our cheerleaders over there again.
Yes, indeed. And it does make a difference because, Jeff, I've been in, and you probably have too, been in gyms where some schools let them in to a point and some schools don't let them in at all.
Yeah.
It makes such a difference when you got some fans.
You know, I was counting over there. It looks like we have 18 girls over there this year. And, man, they're spread out, take up that whole section, and it's just awesome to see the maroon and white over there. And as loud as they are, you know, keep it coming, girls.
They are doing a great job because they are the fan noise right now.
Yes, that's exactly right.
And I tell you what, if you don't, as a player, you feed off that fan noise.
Yes, you do.
Whether it's, and I think it's even more so in basketball, but football's the same way.
Oh, that was my favorite part of playing sports.
Oh, man, you can hear it.
That's short.
Outside jumper is going to be short. And the rebound by Kaylin Johnson, now back in the ball game for the Lady Devils on the drive. Shot won't drop.
There is Maddie Spates.
How about
again.
that? Offensive board work pays off. After the miss by Maisie, she put it back in. 42-36. 3.5 minutes to play, third quarter. Going inside, a little bump, but no foul. And that's good for Savannah Smith.
Yes,
that could have been number 4.
Every time she reaches or goes for a block, I'm holding my breath up here.
You're right. I'm like, uh-oh. Robbinsville with the ball inbounds.
Yeah.
Inbounds, there's a steal inside by Maddie as their pass kind of slid through their fingers.
Knock that down.
On the baseline, going inside.
There she
Shot
is.
good by Savannah. Good assist by Amaya Hicks over there.
Yes, it was. 2-point ball game.
42-40. Anybody's game with a lot of time left. 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Robbinsville taking their time.
Here's a good matchup up top.
Yes. They are the scoring leaders, if you will. Desta Trammell and Maisie Heltman head-to-head.
Ooh, Coach Ford's seen enough of that.
He said, we got to talk this over and get the offense moving, I think is what he's looking for. Because nobody was moving to give Trammell any help out there.
No, what we did was we matched up with Trammell with Maisie. Our other two guards, instead of just sitting back in their zone, they extended to their wing players. So Trammell really didn't have anywhere to go with it, and they were just standing there.
Yep, they didn't move.
So the worst thing you can do with basketball is stand.
Exactly. You got to move. You got to give the person with the ball, because I'm not sure the rule in high school, but as you know, in college and the NBA, you can tie them up out there and get called for that.
Oh, absolutely. You sure can.
So a quick timeout here, but don't forget, fans, we're going to be back at home on Friday. Blue Ridge coming to town, the Bobcats from the Little Smoky Mountain 1A Conference.
Yeah, and it should really be an entertaining girls matchup. They have a really good girls squad. Their volleyball team made it to the third round, actually, the other day.
Wow.
And got beat. They have some good players, so I know most of those girls play basketball. So you'll want to tune in or try to come on out Friday.
Hey, that's going to be a good game. Robbinsville back with the basketball. 2-point lead, 42-40.
Good pressure by Hicks.
Yes.
Straight up, Savannah.
Good defense.
Oh, good D by Johnson.
Oh, good steal. Kayla Johnson down the floor, dumps it off, and Robbinsville responds with a good steal themselves by Jimenez. Jacob Jimenez just took it away, comes back and fires it up, no good. There's the rebound inside, this time by Hallie Anderson.
And she travels.
Yep. Took a little step. Robbinsville has played 2 games, Jeff. They lost to Cherokee 70-57, and they beat Rosman easily 65-25 in some girls play. Oh, there's a steal inbounds, and again, Desta Trammell. When she has an open look, she's going to nail it most of the time. 44-40 now. Pressure again from Robbinsville. Lady Devils trying to get it across half court. Here we go. Down the floor. Good
2
work.
on 1.
Got one wide open on the left wing.
Bucket. Oh, there's Savannah.
Oh, 2 good looks and it wouldn't fall. Down the floor is going to be Phillips with a rebound. On down to Trammell. And Trammell.
Oh, a block.
That could have gone either way. That could have gone either way.
Yes, it could.
That was going to be on Kaylin Johnson.
Man.
So that's going to send Desta Trammell to the line here with a minute 51 to play in the third quarter.
Whew. I really thought Johnson had her feet set, but I don't get to make that call. And I'm sure I'm a little partial, but man, it's a great effort on her part.
It was. And she's not afraid to put her body out there and take those charges. Coming in now is going to be Kirsten Smith. She comes in for Maddie Spates.
Both those girls had a great third quarter for us.
Well, they did. Outstanding play. This game is much different than we saw in the second quarter. There's the
Good
inbound.
battle. You got numbers.
Here comes Savannah down the floor. Wide open layup. Good by Amaya Hicks. 2-point game again, 44-42.
Yes,
Man, this third quarter's been outstanding.
It's been a dandy, I'll tell you what.
It has. Second quarter was pretty much all Robbinsville, but this third quarter's been a battle. Wide open on the left baseline. Shot no good. Rebounded over there by Kirsten Smith. Now across the timeline again, it's going to be Kaylin Johnson. Brand new addition to the Lady Devils roster. Transferred in from Choctaw, Mississippi. Now Robbinsville. Uh-oh. They got us as we try to drive the lane. Ball is going to be turned over. Here comes Desta Trammell pulling up. Shot good. And as we mentioned, she doesn't miss many.
No, she's up to 26 points.
Man, 26 of their 46 points. Lady Devils across the timeline again. Here comes Johnson this time. And she's going to be fouled.
Get in there, ball.
Yep, Hallie Anderson fouled her, but shot wouldn't fall.
That'll be the third foul for Anderson.
And you know, Jeff, here in the third quarter, not as many fouls, only 4 fouls total, 3 on Robbinsville, 1 on Swain, as we saw in the first half.
Yeah, it's been a good, clean quarter.
Yep, not as near as many fouls. And Kaylin's free throw is good. I think that's her first free throw as a Lady Devil.
It is, and you can tell she's got a great shooting stroke. It's just going to be a matter of her getting in the gym and getting all the reps she can get, being brand new.
Yes, she is. She has the ability. It's very obvious. Now checking out is going to be Hallie Anderson. She gets out for a breather. Dallas Garrett back in for Robbinsville. Also Kinsley Phillips on the right side of that lane.
Knocks
Second
it down.
shot, good, yeah. Still a 2-point game. We just can't get over that hump there.
No, we scored 20 points, though, this quarter, so that's a really good sign.
That's a huge quarter. And you can put up 20 in 8 minutes. Long three. This one no good. One of the few times Trammell has missed. She gets it back out in front again. Now drives right through traffic and a foul.
It's probably going to be on Amaya. It is her first.
Yes. So the only Lady Devil, I think, in foul trouble is Savannah with 3.
It's Savannah, and she's got 3, and she's held tight to that this quarter, and that's huge.
That's great. So we'll have her for that fourth quarter. She's getting
nothing but net.
Yep. Matter of fact, Savannah's coming right back in now.
Yeah, this is going to be a defense for offensive substitution here.
Trammell's second shot is good also, 48-44 now. 26 seconds. Let's see if we can get a bucket before the end of the third quarter.
So Robbinsville's extended that 1-2-2 higher. Actually, Trammell is following Johnson. They're man-to-man.
That's a good matchup. There's Johnson at the free throw line. Now backs it out. 10
down
seconds.
to 10 seconds.
Johnson
playing for that last shot.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
5 seconds. Going to have to make a move here. Down to 4. Down to 3.
2.
Baseline. Oh,
One.
we couldn't get it off.
We're not going to get it off.
That's it.
Dadjimmit.
Didn't get the play done. So as now we're going to go to a cheerleader timeout, if you will. The end of the third quarter, Robbinsville up 48-44. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the work and the talent of the Swain High cheerleaders. Outstanding job by the cheerleaders there, Jeff. And they, you know, it takes a lot of practice for those people to get those moves down too.
Man, I have no idea how they remember all that stuff. I'm always in amazement of how they know all the dance moves, the cheers, and all that stuff. Of course, you know, I mean, they probably say the same thing about, you know, these guys out here. How do they know those plays? How do they know all that stuff? If you love something, you figure it out.
That's it. And you practice your tail off.
You practice your tail off. That's right.
It's kind of like in football. It's repetition, repetition, repetition.
That's it. And those girls do it. They practice every day. They really work hard.
They do. They do. It's you know, we've talked about even like people in the band. People don't realize how much those people have to practice.
Gosh, hours.
It just takes a lot of practice. And kudos to all our kids who are in extracurricular activities.
Amen.
So now here we go. Fourth quarter, anybody's game. Robbinsville up by 4. Down the floor. Oh, inside, and the shot won't fall, but a foul. Dallas Garrett threw one up, and it wouldn't drop in.
They got Kirsten. Her first.
So now it's going to be Dallas Garrett.
Her first trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, junior on this Robbinsville team. And talking to their head coach, Lucas Ford, he said they are playing, the Robbinsville girls, for you Robbinsville folks, they're playing tomorrow, hosting Hayesville in a makeup game.
There's going to be a lot of makeup games. As an athletic director, I can tell you that's all I've done all fall, it seems like. And there's only so many spaces you can put them, so you got to get creative.
And you know what? It's happening all over the country,
yes,
Jeff.
It is.
It's happening in the Southern Conference, in the Atlantic Coast Conference.
Yes, it is.
I know, for example, Western Carolina has missed 4 games in a row.
Wow.
And now they're starting to have to play on Monday. And there's Savannah Smith. Nice work. So even the big boys in the ACC are having issues. Well, I saw the NBA. They are also having COVID issues.
The luxury they have, though, is they have officials anytime they want them.
That's true.
When I have to reschedule a middle school basketball game, I have 2 days to pick from because these guys call middle school games, they call high school games.
Oh,
so
man.
it's crazy.
It's hard to put the pieces together.
It's hard to put the pieces together.
Oh, boy. And people don't realize how much stress and work you have to put in to make all that work.
No, you can't just say, hey, well, we'll just make it up Thursday. Well, no, the varsity may be playing Thursday.
Exactly.
You may not have officials Thursday.
Yep.
There's a lot of channels you've got to check.
I know I was talking to Carrie, our certified athletic trainer, and she was explaining to me how much paperwork she has to go to with these kids when they get COVID or if they're in the
I've been a part of all that. It's ridiculous.
And what a nightmare. There's a great shot by Savannah Smith.
Yes,
back
it
to
is.
a 2-point game.
2-point game. This is the hump we can't get over.
That's it.
We need to stop.
We got to have a stop. Here comes Trammell. What else is new? Desta Trammell.
That's 30.
Yeah, she's starting to take this game over.
3-0.
Yeah, she did. She really took it over in the first quarter, and now we're starting to see her do that here.
Yes.
We got it back within 2. Now it's a 4-point Robbinsville lead. Amaya on the baseline. Back over now to Maisie Heltman, who's had a huge game.
Yes, she has.
Outside jumper. Oh, just short. Rebounded over there by Kinsley.
Nice hands by Maddie.
Knocked it away. Here we go. Taking it all the way. Won't fall. And the rebound.
That's got to be a foul.
Smith. There's a foul.
Girl.
That's a foul. So some good work on defense again. Creates that offense.
Yes, it does. It's nice to see emotion from Savannah because she is an emotional leader on any team that she's on. She gets fired up, and all the other girls usually draw from that. So hopefully this is the start of something.
That's it. First one won't go. Savannah Smith, a junior. So now coming back in, Gabby Hooper coming back in for Dallas Garrett for Robbinsville. And head coach Lucas Ford, assisted by Mitch and Allison Beasley. And second shot good.
Gets it to fall.
So now back to a 3-point game. That's a great thing about that 3-point shot. I mean, it can.
It's the great equalizer.
It is. It really is.
In a hurry.
Back on the left wing now. It's going to be Trammell.
Look.
Inside. Oh, missed a wide open shot. Second shot no good, and now the rebound. Well, there was some hard play on that one. Back down the floor now. Maisie on the right wing. Dumps it off inside. Savannah. There's Trammell knocking it away.
Who's it going to be?
Well, they're both on the floor out of bounds.
Yes, they are. It's going to be Robbinsville ball, but great hustle by those two girls.
That's right. They went after it.
Unbelievable. You're not going to find many girls that's willing to go to the floor with Savannah.
No, especially with no knee pads. I mean, that's knee burns there.
Absolutely.
And Desta is one of those, though. I think she'd take on a polar bear.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, she's that kind of player.
So now we're really going to extend the pressure. Maisie's going to know where Trammell's at all times.
They get it inside. Good defense by Savannah Smith, forcing it back out. From the baseline, it's going to be Kinsley Phillips. Shot no good. And Savannah trying to get the rebound. Back over now to Amaya.
We have another shot to tie it up or cut it to 1.
That's it.
Could that be it?
There
Boom!
There
Knocks
it is.
Down.
How about that? Maddie space for 3
Wow.
to tie it. Wow. Great
She scored
shot.
12 points this half.
That's a great half. She's been one of the reasons we got back in it.
Golly, what a pass.
Going inside. There's a good-looking shot by Hallie Anderson. But again, there's a bullet pass.
Whew.
That had some sizzle on it, didn't it? 54-52. Robbinsville answers back.
What a great game, man. What a great atmosphere to be a part of, even with a few fans.
It really is. Going inside, Maisie shot one.
We got a tie-up.
Go. There's a tie-up. And
should be us.
Should be our ball. Yes, indeed. Good work inside on defense. Good work to tie up that offensive rebound. Now getting the ball in bounds from the right side.
Hey,
shot good.
knocks it down. We've got the lead.
There again. Maisie Heltman knocking it down, and we are now leading. This might be our first lead of the game.
It is the first lead of the game.
55-54.
It didn't last long.
Coming right back, as we mentioned, Desta Trammell. She can take a game over.
Yes, she can. It's just crazy, Coach.
Man. Now let's see if our cheerleaders still working hard. Let's listen in to them a little bit. All right, cheerleaders.
Good job.
Sounded good and looking good, I'll tell you, Jeff. And we were talking about, a lot of people are in quarantine, having to stay home, and I know what what a pain that is. We are just so blessed to be able to come out here and watch this game. This is a heck of a game.
This has been a fantastic game. You know, at one point early on, you thought, oh, no, they're going to lay it to us.
Yeah.
But our girls have absolutely refused to quit. They fought their guts out, and we're within one.
Doing an outstanding job here. 56-55, still plenty of time, but now every possession is going to be big.
It's going to be crucial.
Ball knocked away, reach-in foul out there on Jimenez.
That should be her third, and that's going to be team 6, so we're one away from the 1-1.
There you go. That could be big. One more foul. 56-55. Halfway gone in the fourth quarter.
There's Maisie.
From the right wing, it wouldn't fall. Off the back iron, down the floor, Jimenez on the rebound. Pretty good ball handler as she gets it across.
I don't keep the rebound stats, but there's no telling how many Jimenez has got tonight.
She's had a couple, hasn't she? Going
should be
inside.
a travel.
Yep. Oh, 3 seconds.
3 seconds. Oh, wow.
So now we're going to go the other way. Lady Devils with the ball and a chance to take the lead back.
We've got that timeout.
Mask timeout here in the fourth quarter. 3:50 to play. 56-55 Robbinsville. And a timeout.
Sorry about that. If you may have heard that, I was tangled up. My mask was all in my headset, and I couldn't get it apart.
I tell you what, mask or a hassle in so many ways. I have to wear reading glasses, and if my mask is on my nose and my mouth, well, it fogs up my glasses and I can't see. So, yeah, it's and trying to drink with a mask on is a problem.
I've already tried that once tonight. That don't work real well.
Here we go. What a game, 56-55. Robbinsville up, big shot from the left baseline.
Right back to Helpman.
Oh, 2 shots in a row, good looks, and we can't make it go. Robbinsville, Jimenez, another rebound. Back down the floor now. Lady Devils need a couple of stops here. Here's Trammell. You got to cut her off. She goes inside to Jimenez. Up and, that's going to be a foul on Savannah, I believe.
Yeah.
That'll be her fourth, I think.
Should be her fourth, but at this point in the game, you've just got to play. You can't give them easy buckets.
That's it. You've got to play hard because they're either going to go outside with Trammell or they're going to try to go inside.
And Jimenez is 3 for 4 from the line tonight. They got 3 for 5.
A little strong on that one. Getting ready to check back in now. Sarah Cutshaw coming in for the Lady Devils in the place of Savannah. So coach says, hey, we're going to give you a little breather here. We still have 3:23 to play with 4 fouls.
Probably about the 2-minute mark. I'd say you'll see her come back to finish it out.
I think you're right. Second shot good. Now a 2-point Robbinsville lead again. We had it down to 1. We actually had the lead there for a moment. Now here comes that full court pressure again. We've got to be able to handle the ball. Uh-oh. Got a whistle, got a timeout.
I think coach called timeout.
He saw something that he didn't like about that defense, I think.
Yeah, and I think we were taking a long time here back in the front court here, and I think he was really worried about just that 10-second call, and he wanted to do something to maintain possession because every possession from here on out is going to be so important.
Oh, yeah, you don't want a turnover because, I mean, that could be the game. That one turnover could be the difference. You don't know it at the time, but, boy, it's big. Every possession.
Big. Yes, it is.
And I think, Jeff, I think the boys' game coming up is going to be just like this one.
Yeah, I agree. I've watched our guys online, listening to you guys a couple times, and, they're fast-paced. They get up and down the court. They've got a lot of kids that can score the basketball. And the thing about that group of guys that I've watched them since middle school, they're a close-knit group. Most of them do things, all of them do things the right way, and they love to play basketball, and that's just good to watch.
It is.
Yeah.
And I like the way they get after it defensively.
Uh-huh.
They're not afraid to play defense.
Well, that's Coach Scotty's MO. If you're not going to play defense, you're not going to play for him.
Hey, amen. You got to play both ways.
So Robbinsville has adjusted to a 2-3 look now up top, or maybe, nope, they've went man.
Yep.
Straight man-to-man.
Switch back off. Got a screen out there.
She got a good look.
Amaya Hicks, shot won't fall. There's Johnson, tries to go inside, couldn't get it. Robbinsville with the ball. Again, Kaylin Johnson, our new number 2 out there on the floor. From the baseline, big three, won't fall for Phillips.
Another offensive rebound potentially.
Oh, jump ball.
It's going to stay with Robbinsville.
Yeah, Robbinsville's ball, tying it up inside is Hallie Anderson and Kaylin Johnson checking back in. Boy, Savannah didn't stay out long.
No, she didn't. She's back in at the 2:45 point, and I think Coach saw that rebound and just was ready to get her back in.
Now, if you're wondering why there's a shot that's going to be no good, Robbinsville again, Jimenez with a rebound, going back down low on the baseline to Phillips. Brings it back out around. If you're wondering why a couple of the Robbinsville players don't have masks, you can get a medical exemption if you have that medical necessity.
Yeah, you can.
to not wear a mask. So it's not a fairness issue, it's a medical issue, folks,
right.
If you're wondering.
Looks like Robbinsville's willing to just hang on to the ball right now and just wait for a good shot.
That's it.
Try to force us to go true man, maybe.
Really spreading the floor. They're trying to get somebody open. Here comes, carrying the ball again on Desta Trammell. That's the second time.
It's that same little hesitation move. When she makes that little back step and hesitates, that ball is held right there at her side.
Yep. So now coming back in is going to be Kirsten Smith in the place of Kaylin. 2:07 to play, 2-point game. And that was a big turnover.
Yes, it was. Chance here to either tie it or take the lead again.
That's it. We got to, oh, boy, hitting the floor over there. There may be a foul on Kirsten Smith.
What in the world?
As Trammell hit the floor hard, Kirsten says.
What in the world?
So I think maybe the officials saw when Trammell hit the floor as opposed to a lot of contact.
I totally missed that, I'll be honest with you. I just saw her hit the floor.
Boy, she did. But here we go. So that foul giving Robbinsville the ball back.
Ooh, tough matchup for Savannah. She's going to have to move her feet, and she does a great job.
Oh, good job going
good defense.
And putting it back up and in on the offensive glass, though, is going to be Hallie Anderson. So that was a big bucket. Now Robbinsville back to a 4-point lead. So again,
1:40 to go.
That was a big transition there on the turnover and their basket. 2-possession game, and we throw it away. We throw it too tall, so now Robbinsville with the ball back at a 4-point lead. So we've had 3 tough breaks here in a row.
1:30 to go.
We've got to, if Robbinsville tries to spread it out again, we may have to be in the situation of a foul.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming shortly.
Yep, sooner or later.
That's almost a 5-second call.
Yes, indeed. Driving inside again, it's going to be Desta Trammell. You know, they put the ball in her hands.
Yes, they are. That had to be 4.82 seconds. Golly. Yeah. That's Savannah's 5th, unfortunately.
Oh, boy, Savannah fouls out here. Back in is Kaylin Johnson.
Which, really at this point, I would love to have Savannah in the game, don't get me wrong. But when you look at the matchups out here on the floor, bringing Johnson in, we're kind of small, so to speak. We match up really well with Robbinsville's 5.
Yeah. Yeah, Kayla's a good matchup defensively on Desta Trammell.
Yeah.
And, boy, you got to stop her because she's had the ball.
Yes, you do.
Right here at this point of the game.
And she's 4 for 4 from the line. See if I can jinx her. I can.
She got a pretty good stroke.
Yeah, she does. That's .33, looking for 34.
Wow. Over half of her team's points. 60-55 Robbinsville. Oh, and she still didn't miss.
Oh, Kirsten.
Boy.
Kirsten's out for blood right now.
She did not want her to come in for a rebound.
So a 6-point game with almost 1 minute left. Got to have a good possession here and get a bucket.
That's it.
Got to have it. There's one we won't shooting it.
Oh, too short, and the rebound is going to be picked off by Phillips. Back down the floor, Robbinsville now up by 6.
We got to get it out of her hands.
Yeah. And there's a foul by Robbinsville. They're going to set up what they're going to do here, and I'm sure they're just going to play keep away.
Yeah, they're going to try their best to spring number 4 off a screen, 2 screens, whatever they can to get the ball in her hands and force us to foul her.
That's it.
And that's the one person we don't want to foul.
Yeah.
But at this juncture in the game, I mean, you've got to stop the clock. If it means fouling her, you've got to take your chances.
But you're right. She is deadly at the foul line. And that's what, that's when you're in a game like this, Jeff. I've heard it both ways. Some people say this is where we need the shot clock.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they've got only a certain amount of time to shoot.
Well, I'm just going to say it. I'm going to throw it out there. I've always felt like North Carolina's been behind in a lot of aspects of sports. It seems like we're the last to do some things. I would like to see a shot clock. You know, I think it speeds the game up a little bit, and it takes away this whole idea of just holding the ball and finishing the game 10-6.
Right.
You know? But it forces a team to have to execute.
They do.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you have to execute.
I agree. And plus, if you've got kids that are going to play at the collegiate level,
Yeah.
hey, it gets them used to that shot clock.
Right.
Because obviously it's very much alive there.
Right. So Robbinsville's going to stack it up, and there's 4 freely.
Yep. Gets it in her hands immediately, and right out on her is Maisie Heltman. Those are the 2 standouts. Driving in, shot no good,
call.
but no foul. No foul, surprisingly.
Hey, Swain ball.
So, again, Desta drove down the lane, kind of lost control. There was contact, no foul. We got the ball. And at this point, I think we might need a 3.
We've got to have 3 right here. Yeah, time's running down, 6-point game. Somebody's got to be willing to spot up and take that thing, or an and one will work too.
There goes
Come
Maisie.
on, get in there.
There's Maisie.
Oh.
Foul is going to be called on Kensley Phillips. So that's going to send Maisie to the free throw line. And this is where you got to make points with the clock stopped.
Yeah, you've got to have it. And I was going to say the best thing about what happened there is that clock stops.
Right, that's it.
We can catch our breath. Hopefully she hits these 2 and we can play good D. There's one of them.
Big free throws.
Good by Maisie. So that's her 23rd point of the night. Looking for 24.
Boy, Maisie Heltman and Desta Trammell, they have had huge nights.
Yes, they have. 2 good players.
And 2 in a
And
row.
she gets them. Big time free throws.
And a quick timeout by the Lady Devils here, down by 4. So you got to strategize what you're going to do now. How long are you going to let them play keep away?
Well, I'd say we're probably going to see some type of full court press. You're going to try to get a turnover within, 4 to 7 seconds. Then if you don't get it, then you immediately have to foul.
I agree.
You have to stop that clock and try to extend this game and get as many possessions as you possibly can get.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can't let them just run out the clock.
No, and the good thing about it, we've got 4 or 5 girls out there right now who can knock a 3 down.
Yeah.
So if it comes to that point, I hope none of them are unwilling to take it. You've got to be willing to take that big shot in big spots,
Don't be afraid to fire it up.
That's why you play the game. You live for these big spots.
That's it. The big shot.
So it looks like we're definitely going to have some full court pressure. Maisie's probably going to be on the inbounder with her length. Try to force a bad pass.
Yep, we got Kaylin Johnson over there, and she's already tagged on to Desta Trammell. That's the key matchup.
Good switch off by her and Spates.
Yes, indeed.
That's got to be close to 5.
Oh, wow.
Golly bum.
That was a good play. Good play on the inbounds.
That was good defense by our girls.
It
They
was.
did that about as good as they possibly could.
Yes, because you saw the screen was coming on Kaylin Johnson to try to free up Desta Trammell. That was just good work. And now at the free throw line is going to be Kensley Phillips.
She's not been there tonight.
So her first shot.
That's going to be off. Pull it.
Yep.
Oh, no. Oh, we got it.
There's the rebound. Maisie coming out with it. Maisie Heltman down the floor.
Going to try to get a basket and a quick timeout. There it is. Timeout. Yes, sir.
1 point game, 61-60.
Wow.
19 seconds to play.
And like I said earlier, if you're a big-time player, you want the big-time shot, and that's exactly what Maisie did right there.
That was a big-time shot.
Man, that's awesome.
That was, and there's still 19 seconds.
Still 19 seconds. You still have the ability to play a few seconds of defense down here before you start fouling, just to see if you can get an easy turnover.
That's it. Might get a turnover on the inbounds. It almost worked on the last possession. But now both teams are in the 1-1.
Yeah.
So it's not a bonus situation here.
No, and you're wondering at this point, as a coach, you're looking at the scorebook, you're asking Miss McMahon, who's hit free throws, who's missed. At this point, 24 just missed one, Phillips, so maybe you're looking to foul her quick. I don't know. We'll see Coach Turner's strategy.
Yeah, you don't foul number 4. Desta Trammell's not somebody you want at the line.
We're going to have a different strategy this time. Maisie's going to be back, looking to not let a home run ball get by her.
Yeah, and Kaylin Johnson again is on Trammell.
Oh, no. Hey, that's on
Trammell.
Yes, sir.
Desta Trammell kind of pushed off, trying to gain possession. You could see that at the free throw line.
Yes, you could. This is getting interesting in a hurry.
So it's going to be an inbounds, not going to be a shooting foul. The official's still talking it over. Both teams have had 17 fouls.
Yeah, it's a player control foul.
So not a shooting foul. Now they're going to adjust the clock. They're trying to fix the clock here, is what Carl Junaluska is over here talking on press row about. Going to put
19 seconds.
19 even. All right, now we have the ball in bounds. 1 point game.
We're going to look to Spring Maisie. Oh, there's Hicks.
There's 6.
Oh, my goodness.
Shot wouldn't fall. Trammell with the
That
ball.
may be unintentional. Don't call it. Just give us a foul.
Yep, she kind of grabbed her arm.
I think they're just going to give us the foul. Okay, good.
Yep, just grabbing the arm.
Whew.
But you knew the ball was going to be in Trammell's hands.
Man, you've got to make a play for that ball. A lot of officials would be willing to call that intentional.
So now, if Trammell hits both free throws, and she's perfect tonight.
And we're going to jinx her out here.
Yeah. The announcer's jinx might have done it. This is 1-1, first one good. So now it's a 2 point game. If she hits this one, you know you got to come down and probably with 13 seconds get a 3.
You've got to get a 3 unless you can get a quick, wide open, fast break layup. Then you'll score, take a timeout, and go again.
That's it. Oh, she hit it.
A move.
So a 3 point game, 63-60. 13 seconds, here we go. Back up the floor now. Hicks with the basketball, down to 8 seconds. Hicks drives right side, goes up with a layup, shot no good.
There's Smith.
There's the putback.
Puts
It's
it
going to
in.
be good. Good work on that side, Kirsten Smith.
And we're going to run out of time.
1 point game.
Oh, my goodness. What a game by these two teams.
What
Golly
a game.
bum.
And they're still not sure it's over. The officials are talking things over here. What a game.
Nope, they're going to say ball game, Gary.
That's it, 63-62.
Oh, my goodness. You know, I hope you guys at home are able to feel the excitement of this ending.
Holy cow.
That was a tremendously well-played basketball game.
It really was.
Kudos to both teams.
Both teams went at it.
Man.
And they played gutsy basketball.
Yes, they did.
It was physical, but they put up good shots. There was good strategy.
Yes.
Good defense, good offense, and as you know, they can't shake hands now.
No.
So they just kind of wave at each other.
That's going to be the game. They've called it.
Boy, what a game. 63-62. Robbinsville with the win as they improve to 2-1 here. Fans, stay tuned. We are going to take a break here, and of course, I think you can still watch warm-ups if you're into that. And then we'll come back with the boys' game here in a few minutes. So stay with us on the Maroon Devils Network. Time with that. Let me ask you. You ready anytime, Joe? Okay, you ready? Yeah, he's ready.
Let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's men's contest. First, from the Black Knights of Robbinsville, number 1, Camden Jordan. Number 4, Brock Adams. Number 5, Nathan Collins. Number 20, Eddie Brooms. And number 21, Dre Keener. And now for your Maroon Devils, starting at one guard, number 1, Carter Kirkland. Starting at another guard, number 2, Judea Littlejohn. Starting at the other guard, number 15, Cooper Hyatt. Starting at one forward, number 24, Noel Wolf. And the man in the middle, number 25, Isaiah Collins.
Fans, welcome back on a Friday night. We've already seen one barn burner, if I can use that term.
Woo.
A 1-point game as the Robbinsville girls won 63-62 just a few minutes ago. Gary Ayers along with Jeff Marr. We're kind of holding down the fort for one Toby Burrell, who's in that Q word that nobody likes to use with this COVID thing going away. But Toby hopefully will be back maybe next week, Jeff. He's going to be out again on Friday, but I tell you, I'm sure he's watching and listening. And
yeah, I'm sure he is. He'll critique me and send me some pointers, I'm sure. And I'll take them.
Robbinsville missing, and there's Isaiah Collins with the first rebound of the game, and I expect a fast-paced game.
Yeah, I do too. These teams like to get up and down the floor. Our guys can score a lot of points when they get going.
And there's Cooper Hyatt. He misses and tries to get his own rebound. Robbinsville coming out with it, though. Their numbers are kind of hard to read.
Yeah, they're hard to see. They're almost
Adams,
camouflage.
Yeah, a dark gray against a black jersey is tough to read. That's Brock Adams, a sophomore, and this is another young team. Going inside.
Oh, we got numbers.
Here we go. Fast break all the way. Layup is going to be good. Good work for Noel Wolf and the offense. And now there comes that defense that causes people trouble. There's a steal. Back over to Isaiah. Back on the baseline. Carter puts it up. His shot won't fall. And a battle for the rebound won by Robbinsville. But some people have really struggled with our full court pressure defense.
Yeah, to be good at defense, you've got to buy into it. And obviously they're buying into what Coach McMahon's wanting, full court pressure, and that's what he's always been about. He's always going to have hard-nosed defensive teams.
And that paid off again. There was an over and back for Robbinsville, providing the turnover. And again, that was just pressure defense leaning into your guy, kind of forcing him over that line. Going in, Isaiah Collins off the glass, and the Maroon Devils off to a quick 4-0 lead. Back down the floor, here comes Robbinsville again, all the way with their fast break. Short jumper is going to be good. That's Camden Jordan. And again, from the feed from Brock Adams. Down the left side this time. There's Cooper, and I tell you, Cooper has a good shot outside.
Yes, he does.
Talking about a good shot. That one no good by Judea. And his shot is going to be up and good inside the paint, getting it done.
Isaiah doing what he does.
And that's why he's the big guy, and now we're going to have a whistle.
Looks like we've got a quick timeout.
Robbinsville going to call a timeout to talk it over and look at some games down the road here, Jeff. We've got, again, at home again Friday. We've got Blue Ridge coming in. Then on January 26th, we go to Hayesville. And then on the road following that, on the road at Cherokee. Got 3 in a row on the road. We go to Andrews.
Yep, and we'll say all those are tentative. Is that how you say that word? I always struggle with that word.
You're exactly right. Yeah.
They're on the schedule, but they could change tomorrow.
That's it. I call it COVID possible.
Yeah, that's right.
Because right now COVID is controlling the world we live in with athletics. But again, Blue Ridge at home this Friday, then 3 in a row at Hayesville, Cherokee, and Andrews before we come back home with Rosman and Murphy later on in February. And believe it or not, talking about February, it's going to be here soon. We start practicing football.
Oh, my gosh. It's going to be
Can you believe it?
Insane trying to figure all that out.
Now here's some pressure defense again. And ball is going to be out of bounds.
Swain ball.
Robbinsville lost it out of bounds as, again, they got double teamed over there, got trapped in the corner, and Nathan Collins couldn't hang on, lost the ball.
Yeah, Isaiah Collins got the best. There's 3 Collinses out there right now.
Oh, my goodness, we got a bunch of Collinses, and they can play. Back on the wing now. Little John on the left side, putting it about the glass. He is so smooth. This shot not going to fall, though, and the rebound by Brock Adams.
Again.
Pressure again. Uh-oh, I think did we throw that one away?
Nope, stays with us.
Robbinsville tipped it out of bounds, so it's going to be Swain ball in bounds.
There's Judea, clean look. Oh, my goodness. Can't get it to go.
Just wouldn't fall. There's Isaiah with a rebound. Judea back up and in, and oh boy, he's going to be fouled on the play. Or is it going to be offensive?
It's going to be offensive.
Yep, offensive foul on Judea Littlejohn, our senior, 6'4". Here comes pressure defense again. Robbinsville gets it in bounds. Now they fly up the floor and get it across half court, driving all the way and losing the handle, but then getting it back. And
there's Isaiah.
Isaiah knocks it away.
We may see one here. Nope. Oh, can't get it to go.
Boy, Judea Littlejohn almost, I thought he was going to dunk it. There's Cooper Hyatt following. There's Isaiah following.
Lord of mercy.
3 misses. Boy, it's helter-skelter right now. They're getting after it, but they won't fall.
I can't keep up with it.
There's a block
rejected.
Inside the paint, rejected. Robbinsville going to the hole in a hurry. Here's Cooper. Cooper driving right side. His shot won't fall. Nobody can get one to drop.
This is just I can't even keep up right now, Gary. It's just so fast-paced right now.
Yeah, it's back and forth. There's one to drop in. That's Camden Jordan, number 1 for Robbinsville. Got one to fall. 6'4".
He has all 4 of their points so far.
Maroon Devils back with the basketball high off the glass. Shot no good. He had to put it up because he had a man sitting right in front of him getting ready to draw a charge.
We're getting great shots. Everything is right at the rim. They're going to start falling eventually.
That's it. Just not going in. Man-to-man defense right now. Out in front, Robbinsville with the basketball. Oh, ball knocked away. There's Little John with a steal. Tipped it away, stole it, and went down the floor, slid, lost his footing, ball out of bounds.
Everybody's on the floor. We may have to wipe the floor down there or something. Golly bum.
A lot of people hitting the deck, aren't they? A lot of bodies falling. And that is kind of strange.
I'm wore out watching this already.
It's like a foot race up and down.
Golly bum.
NASCAR, here we come. Cooper Hyatt, right baseline. Gets it back out in front now. Devils kind of slowing down, setting up the offense. Noel Wolf averaging 7 points a game over there on that side. Drives in, lays it up, and it wouldn't fall. Again, he had the wide open shot. Just a good drive. Robbinsville, spin move. Putting it up this time, it's going to be good by Brock Adams, who is right now their main ball handler.
Yes, he is. He's done that spin move 3 times now.
Yes. So now it's tied at 6-6. Ball out of bounds, and we go to a masked timeout. 3:52 to play. I think we need to catch our breath too, Jeff.
Yeah, well.
Let's go to the cheerleaders. Let them do the work. So good work by the cheerleaders, and I'm out of breath just watching these guys run up and down the floor because every team is fast breaking.
Well, we knew it was going to be fast paced, but I honestly did not expect it to be this fast.
It's just grab it and go.
This looks like the old Lakers back in the 80s. I know if Coach Burrell's listening, he will for sure ridicule me for that. But, man, they were showtime up and down the court.
Showtime.
Magic leading the break constantly. And we've got 2 showtimes so far tonight.
I'm telling you.
Woo.
Boy, I tell you what, that was a dynamic Lakers team, too. Magic Johnson and Jabbar and
our own James Worthy.
James Worthy. Man, what a team. Them and the Celtics went at it every year, seems like.
There you go. You're staying on his good side. I see what you're doing there.
Going inside this time is going to be Jeb Schuler, and that's going to be is that the first foul of the game?
It's going to be our second. That's
foul.
Carson Taylor's first, yeah.
I'll tell you, Carson Taylor into the ball game now. Every game we've done this year, Jeff, Carson comes in and gives this team a real shot of energy.
I'm going to tell you what Carson is. Back when I used to coach and stuff, I always had a guy that I named the hatchet man. A guy that I could put in, would beat, bang, get on the floor, do all the little things that nobody else wanted to do. That's him.
That's Carson. He's a great assist guy, too.
Yes, he is.
He's had 6 assists this year, but he just gets after people.
He's a tremendous athlete.
I love to watch him play. Down the floor, we almost lost it. We get it back out now to Isaiah. Isaiah tries to go inside, and it's going to be stolen away again. Brock Adams leading the charge for Robbinsville. Now he dumps it back outside to Nathan Collins. Ball knocked away, picked up by Wolf. Here we go the other way. This kind of a game is a statistician's nightmare.
Oh, my gosh.
Driving in, layup. Good about that by Carter Kirkland.
Yes, it was.
But you talk about turnovers and steals and fast breaks, and we've had lots of shots here, but not a whole lot
There's
falling
Carson.
in.
That's Swain ball.
That's good hustle.
He turned himself into an immovable object there on that baseline.
He's a tough kid.
Yes, he is. He has worked really hard on his game, but more importantly, his leadership ability.
Yeah, he gets after people.
He has come so far in the last year, it's not even funny.
He's a junior, and when he comes in, he just gives us a shot of adrenaline. Here's Isaiah, kicks it back outside.
There's
Cameron Blankenship, long three, he's good. Cameron has made 8 threes this year, averaging 9 points a game. Back down the floor. Oh, wide open into the back bucket. That one too easy for Jeb Schuler. They had the fast break going and a good pass. Now they're putting up some pressure here.
Yes, they are.
So let's see how we handle it. Jeff Cameron in the middle right now. He dribbles. There we go. Get it over to Isaiah across the half court.
Clean look.
Wide open three. Noah Wolf drains it. Good shot. Noel averaging 7 points a game coming in for the 6'2 senior. There's a short jumper, no good by Nathan Collins. Carter Kirkland back up the floor, trying to fast break it. Here we go again. Shot
That's
no good.
Be a charge.
Offensive charge. But Jeff, you're right. I mean, neither team is taking much time to shoot. They just drive down the floor, and here they go.
No, they've got their foot on the gas right now in 5th gear, and they're going as fast as they possibly can. But at some point, one team, whoever's going to have to slow it down just a little bit to try to really make sure they're getting that good shot.
There's some good hands on defense by Carter Kirkland, slapped it away. And sooner or later, wearing these masks too, these guys are just going to wear down. It's tough. I feel for them. And again, you see a couple of guys out there with no mask. That's a medical exemption, folks.
Yes, it is.
That's why they're not wearing a mask. Turnaround shot no good by Eddie Brooms, junior for Robbinsville. Back down the floor now comes Noah Wolf.
Pull that, Cam. Pull that, Cam.
He can do it. Oh,
boom!
Yeah. There's his second three. Cameron Blankenship, the 6'1
junior. He hit 4
junior.
against Murphy the other night.
He has a good stroke on that three.
Yes, he does. He's a good shooter.
17-9, Maroon Devils up. And there's a shot in the lane, no good, but putting it back up again. Again, 2 offensive rebounds. This time Cameron gets it. Eddie Brooms wouldn't let us play with the ball there. And we're going to have a timeout here with 1:32 to play in the first quarter.
17-9, Swain.
Whew, boy, I tell you. But this pace is just incredible, Jeff, the way they're going at it.
It's crazy, and you look out there and Cameron, who immediately comes off the bench. I talk all the time about knowing your role. All right, I think kids struggle with that nowadays. I knew when I was a sophomore playing football here with Heath Schuler at the quarterback, hey, I wasn't playing. I wasn't going to play. This was not going to ever happen. And I was content sitting over there learning to do my thing. And Cameron knows his role. When he comes off that bench, hey.
He knows.
He knows. I need to shoot the ball. I need to take care of the ball, play good defense. And his shooting has just been tremendous. I mean, it's been a big spark tonight. It's helped us get up by 8.
He really has. I mean, he's hitting 62% of his three-point shots.
Whew.
He's made 8 coming into this game tonight.
Nice.
And again, that's in limited playing time.
Yes.
But he's got a good three-point shot on either side. He can shoot it on the left wing or the right wing.
And there's Judea.
Oh, this one not falling. Back down the left side again. Here comes Brock Adams. Flying down the floor, puts it up, no good. And the rebound by Judea again. Boy, Judea makes it look easy.
Boy, he can absolutely. We've got some kids that can absolutely jump. Between him and Isaiah getting rebounds, it's ridiculous.
Yep. And he makes it look so smooth. Here's a foul that's going to send him to the free throw line, I believe.
Yeah, that'd be Brooms' first. I think that's their team first.
Yep, team's first foul. We've had 3 on the Maroon Devils, 1 on Robbinsville now. 1:11 to play here in the first quarter. And the free throw good.
That's Judea's first point.
And he's one of our leading guys, 17 points a game for this senior.
But he makes the 5th person for Swain that scored this quarter, so that's good. Spreading the ball around.
Some of our leading scorers coming in. Judea averaging 17 points a game. Second free throw, no good. Isaiah Collins right behind him, averaging 16 a game. And Cooper Hyde averaging 12 a game. Ball out of bounds on the other end. Robbinsville lost the handle over there off Camden Jordan, and it's going to go the other way. But the teams have really come out in the first quarter and have just burned up the hardwood.
Good look for Cooper. Knocks it down.
Cooper Hyatt. He can do that as well.
Yes, he can. I'll tell you the thing about this group of boys, I've watched them all the way through middle school. They stay in the gym constantly. And to be a good shooter, that's what you've got to do. You've got to spend the time doing it.
You've got to take the shots. Here comes Little John with the rebound. He jumps it off.
Again.
Over there in kind of his spot, but they get in his face pretty quick. Camden Jordan over there got a turnover as it's going to be knocked away, and it's going to be Robbinsville ball. But yeah, these kids, they know their roles, I think.
Yes, they do.
And they play their roles very well on offense. Here comes the defense now. Full court pressure again. Robbinsville, they throw it away. There it is.
Turnover. Yes, it is.
That's a turnover. And we've seen it basically every game. I didn't get to see the Murphy game, but in the 3 games we broadcast, this being the 3rd one as Isaiah comes back in, this full court pressure has really just caused people headaches.
Well, if you're good at it, I mean, it just adds so much more pressure on the other team's ball handlers, because now that's what they have to worry about, is just trying to get the ball up the court.
That's it.
Scoring and all that doesn't matter.
Isaiah shot coming up a little short, but Robbinsville can't get the rebound off the knee over there of Dre Keener. But it does. It stresses getting the ball in bounds when you're having trouble against the full court pressure.
It's going to come right back to Cooper.
Yep, here he is, baseline corner.
Knocks it down.
He drills it again.
Another big shot.
I think he has 2 and Cameron has 2.
That's exactly right.
24-9, that's the end of the first quarter.
What a great quarter.
Robbinsville couldn't get it up the floor. We're going to take a brief timeout, but what a game we've got going on here. Maroon Devils are starting off hot 24-9. We'll be back. What's his name?
I think we're back on.
Fans, welcome back. Hey, we're not talking about the Lakers. It's 24-9. Maroon Devils over the Robbinsville Black Knights here. We're talking about some of the good old days in the NBA. But, man, oh, man, we could talk about that for hours, Jeff.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, what a great first quarter by our Maroon Devils.
Oh, they have really started off with a bang, 24-9.
A 96-point pace.
That's incredible when you can score 20-plus in 8 minutes. That's a heck of a pace. Back on the wing, Cooper Hyatt has it tipped away, but there's Judea coming up with it. Lays it up and in, and an easy layup. And again, just his body and the way he moves on the court, he makes it look smooth.
Yes, he does.
Robbinsville getting it across half court now. Here they go. They had a couple of numbers, and they lay it up and in.
Mercy.
This time they beat us with that fast break. Nathan Collins on the layup. But they had a 2-on-1 down under the bucket. Here comes Judea again, but a reach-in foul out there by Dre Keener. Carl Junilewska on the call right here below us here at the Swain High Gym. And again, we're playing a little bit earlier than normal. The girls varsity played at 5 because there was no JV boys game.
Coming right back to Cooper.
Yep. And he comes from a long line of athletes. Top of the key going inside on the layup.
Carter.
And there's, again, good job by Carter Kirkland, the 6'1 junior who's almost in double figures this year himself.
Yeah, he's another kid. You know, I would bring Jenna in sometimes to hit volleyball. You come in the gym, he's in here.
Oh, man.
Shooting constantly. Shoot. But it shows with this group of kids. I mean, they can flat fill it up.
They can shoot. And you look at their shooting percentages, almost every person is over 40%, and that's outstanding.
Oh, my gosh. As a coach, you'll take that all day, every day.
All day long. all day long. Outside jumper, long three. It's going to be good over there by Camden Jordan. He drains it. He's a junior for Robbinsville. 28-14. As we mentioned, we saw Barnburner earlier, 63-62. Robbinsville winning the girls' game. And even though the Maroon Devils owned the first quarter in this one, I really expect a heck of a game.
Yeah, I do too.
Cooper driving in. Oh, boy, offensive charge. So it's going to go back over to Robbinsville. He hit the floor pretty hard, but gets up okay.
I think he's good. It's going to be his first team fourth.
And he's a hard-nosed kid.
Yes, he is.
He's not afraid to play physical ball.
No, he's not. He's a good basketball player.
Oh, we got a trap going on. Robbinsville again. Now they get it across half court, and they got a man wide open under the bucket, and it's going to be blocked. Oh, Jadea Littlejohn.
Get it out of here.
He smacked that one down. He smacked that one down.
Ooh, boy.
And the shooter, I don't think, saw that coming.
No.
So now it's going to be Robbinsville's ball in bounds. But you're right. He can jump. From the wing. Oh, there's another three by Camden Jordan. He's hit two in a row now.
Yes, he has. He's up to double digits, too. That's 10.
He's warming up. Cooper on the right wing gets it back out now. Here's Judea inside to Isaiah, and it's up and in. That's good team basketball.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Good little give and go right there. Isaiah with the strong hands to get that ball up. That's got to be an offensive foul.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
He lowered his shoulder, and that's usually the case, but no call.
And we'll get a free one here.
Yep, Cooper with a long shot down the floor. Off the
boy.
glass, good. Fast break paid off. 30-17, 32-17. Check that. Here comes Robbinsville again. Neither team, we don't need a shot clock in this game.
Hey, they got him that time.
That's it.
Good job, Cooper.
So that time Cooper taking the foul. And as I mentioned, Jeff, we don't need a shot clock in this game.
No.
Holy cow.
We wouldn't even get to about 13 seconds.
I was going to say, 10-second shot clock wouldn't even go off in this game. Both teams are just flying up and down the floor. And we appreciate all you tuning in here on I say tuning in, but I guess checking in on the internet on the Maroon Devil Network. Joe Holt back up top. We thank Kent Maxey for all his work going inside. Ball going to be knocked away from Isaiah, picked up by Robbinsville. Here they come the other way. They slow it down this time as we get back on D.
Well, this is going to be interesting. I don't know what kind of offense they run yet. I've not got to see it.
That's it. It's just been fast break after fast break.
So we're definitely in the zone.
This is one of the few times they've actually slowed the ball down. They usually grab it and go straight to the hoop.
So Robbinsville's running a little four-out look.
Ooh, they throw it away.
Create a turnover.
That's it. Robbinsville didn't have guys coming to the ball. And it doesn't take much. Here comes Cameron Blankenship back in now. Checking out, it's going to be Judea Littlejohn. And so now it's going to be Maroon Devil ball inbounds up 32-17. Carter dumps it back over on the left side now to Noah Wolf. Lost the handle trying to get it to Isaiah. Again, Robbinsville on the fast break. They go all the way with the right hand. That's a pretty good drive by Nathan Collins, the senior.
So Robbinsville, they're in a 1-3-1.
Yep. Tried to slow us down a little bit.
He walked. They got him.
Little fast on the foot there by Noah Wolf. But Robbinsville starting to find their groove a little bit offensively here.
Yeah, and the key has been they're slowing it down just a little bit, just enough to stay under control.
That's it. A little bit out of control on some of those fast breaks in the first quarter. It was just run and gun. But now they have slowed it down a little bit. Going inside again, wide open. And there's a foul inside on Noah Wolf.
That's going to be his first, team fifth. But that was great position by that kid. I mean, he got to that low block, got Wolf on his hip, and they were able to get it right to him for a good look.
That's it. Jeb Schuler had position down there in the paint, and he's going to be at the line shooting a couple now. 5 fouls on the Maroon Devils, 3 on Robbinsville. First one good. Checking in now for the Black Knights, Brandon McLucas, a junior. He's coming in over there for Nathan Collins. Second shot no good. High in the air.
Rebound.
I tell you, Carter at 6'1" went up there and got that one. Inside to Isaiah. There's a short jumper. Carter hits it. Nice teamwork.
Yeah, that's good execution right there.
But you're right, Carter has a nice shot. Oh, ball loose.
Oh, no.
Robbinsville comes up with it down the floor. They go high up with a layup, and it's good by Brandon McLucas. number 12, and now the Maroon Devils want a timeout because Robbinsville is starting to fight back into this game here.
They're starting to claw back into this thing. If I look at my score here, they're leading this quarter. It looks like 13-10.
Yeah, they are fighting back. Fans, stay tuned. Got a mask timeout, if they call it that. We'll be back in just a minute. Tuesday night basketball here on the Maroon Devil Network. Gary Ayers, Jeff Marr, Joe Holt right above us here. He's running the camera. And again, we want to say thanks to Kent Maxey, who was here handling the camera work while Joe himself was in quarantine. I think all of us have been in some kind of quarantine at one point or another.
Unfortunately.
It's like if you haven't had your time yet, just wait.
Hey.
Cameron Blankenship over on the wing. But seriously, I hope none of you, if you haven't been, I hope you don't. Hope you don't get COVID. Hope you don't wind up in a quarantine. Boy, there's a block inside. Robbinsville slapping that one away. Here they come on the fast break again. This guy loves to fast break it. Pulls up for the jumper, and that's Brock Adams, the sophomore.
Down to a 10-point lead.
So now 34-24. Maroon Devils again owned the first quarter, but Robbinsville fighting back here. Isaiah wide open. Cooper Hyatt. His shot won't drop. Battle for the rebound. Cameron Blankenship out with it. Back over now to Cooper.
Oh, what a pass.
Great
what a
pass inside, and what a reverse layup in there by Carter Kirkland. Boy, that was a rocket. And he nailed it. Down inside, Robbinsville trying to fast break again. Little baby hook won't go for Jeb Schuler. Cameron with a rebound. Boy, Carter wasting no time. He's going to get up the floor. Wide open outside for three. It's going to be good by Noel Wolf, the 6'2 senior.
Wolf up to 8. That's his second three of the night.
Those threes are paying off here. Back down the floor now, Robbinsville. Across the floor, they launch a three. This one is going to be off the front iron. No good. Ball out of bounds. It's going to be going Maroon Devils' way. No, wait a minute.
You know, it's rare that you get a left-hander in a basketball game. Around here, it seems like. We've got 4 out here tonight. We have 2, and Robbinsville has 2.
That is unusual.
Yeah, 4 left-handers.
Very unusual.
Chris Mullen would be happy.
That's right, he would. Absolutely right. Oh, man. I take that back. It is Robbinsville's ball inbounds after that last play. But you're right, Jeff. That's unusual. Going inside, running shot is going to be good by Nathan Collins. That Collins name has talent attached to it. Both these guys can play on both sides.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's their quarterback of their football team. He's a tremendous athlete.
Oh, boy. They had a good season.
Yeah.
Ball knocked out of bounds over there. The Maroon Devils will get it back in for Cameron Blankenship. Don't tell D. Walsh I said that, but their football team's pretty good.
Yeah.
39-26, Maroon Devils up by 13.
Under the 2-minute mark.
Top of the key now. There's Isaiah. Short jumper. Good.
There he is.
Nice feed over there by Judea.
Yes, it was. 8 for Collins. He does a phenomenal job just working that high post area. He finds that soft spot, and we get it to him.
He's got that nice short jumper. Outside long rainbow over there by Brock Adams. Won't fall. Judea with a rebound. Just weaves his way through traffic. Goes all the way. Man,
unopposed.
He makes it look easy.
Golly.
That's just smooth. 43-26 whistle.
You know, since we're talking old NBA, he reminds me a little bit of Clyde Drexler.
Oh, boy.
Just a long, lean kid who just glides up and down the court. You know,
Yep.
Clyde was the glide.
He was the glide. Clyde the Glide Drexler.
And that's just kind of who he reminds me of just a little bit. Just the fluidity and everything that he does.
That's it. And people like that can make it look easy, and it's not easy.
No.
Oh, boy. But Clyde Drexler was phenomenal. He reminded me a little bit even of Dr. J.
Yeah.
Dr. J was a little like that. Here's Judea with the rebound. Here he comes all the way up the floor through traffic. And, his shot won't fall this time.
There's Carson.
It's going to be, boy, I thought it was off the hands of Nathan Collins, but they say no. 1:07 to play now. Checking in, Gavin Lanning for the first time tonight. He's in for Cameron. And a big shout out to Neil Blankenship. Hope he's doing well tonight. I know Sonia's over there watching the game. And you always see one or the other or both.
Yeah, you do.
Here at the games.
Coach, he's with his dad, I'm sure, and I hope Ken's having a good day and doing well. And
me too. Camden Jordan hit that one, and our best going out to Ken and Neil.
There's Cooper.
Little short. Again, here comes the fast break man. Oh, stealing it back is going to be Judea. And again, just quick hands. Back over to Cooper. No, check that, Gavin. Back over now to Judea. Oh, too strong.
There's Isaiah.
Back up, no good again. Robbinsville with a rebound. Oh, they just hit Cooper in the face with a basketball.
Yeah, he's going to call 20 for clearing out, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Let's see if he's going to call it on 20. Is he going – wait, hey.
Yep. Foul is going to be on Eddie Brooms.
Okay.
But yeah, you can't better to be hit in the face with a basketball than an elbow, but you just got to watch that.
Yeah, back in the old days, you could take your elbows and they were weapons.
Oh, boy.
Well, but they got rid of that. You can't do that anymore.
Yeah, those things are dangerous. You can really mess up somebody's face. Maroon Devils with a basketball across the floor.
Great
Cooper,
look.
wide open,
That
boom.
is tremendous basketball right there.
That's good passing.
Cooper in double digits up to 11.
Good shooting. Back down the floor, Black Knights on the drive off the glass. Nathan Collins with a layup, and he's got a chance at a three-point play. And now Scotty McMahon not happy with our defense on that one. I think he's going to send Carson Taylor back in just a minute.
Yeah, that was too easy.
Yeah.
That's our sixth foul, but luckily each of our guys only have one. We've got 6 people with one foul.
That's not a problem, is it? Free throw no good. Maroon Devils with a rebound. Just under 10 seconds to play before halftime. Isaiah wide open from the baseline. There's another three. This one's Gavin Lanning. How about that for Gavin? And that's where we're going to halftime right now with a pretty big 18-point lead. So, Jeff, the Maroon Devils owned the first quarter. Robbinsville came back early in the second quarter, but the Maroon Devils answered back late in the second quarter.
Yeah, it was a game of big runs. I'm looking at the stats here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys that scored, and we hit 8 threes in the first half.
Wow.
8 threes.
That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Outstanding game, fans. We're going to have more coming up, and we want you to stick around because the second half is on the way in just a few here on the Maroon Devils Network.
Cooped up under there. Keep moving.
quick.
We're on.
Fans, welcome back. Getting ready for what should be a great second half here. Before we get started with basketball, we understand the cross-country state championship are coming up this Saturday, Jeff, and I think that's down in Kernersville.
Yes, down in Kernersville. It'll be for the state championships. We got several runners going. We had 2 really good cross-country teams this year, so I'm excited to see how those boys and girls go down and compete this weekend.
Oh, it's going to be big, and hopefully the weather will be a little better than last Saturday when they were up there in the snow and the ice pellets.
Well, there's 2 things they won't have to worry about. They shouldn't have to worry about snow, and I really don't think there's going to be elk on their course down there. Yeah.
Yeah, that would really be a shocker.
Yeah.
But I've heard that on a regular basis the elk are up there at Katua.
Yes, they are.
So I tell you, they are magnificent animals, but I wouldn't want to tangle up with one.
No, and our cross-country guys had a great year. Our middle school girls were champions this year.
Wow.
So we've got a lot of good runners coming down the pipeline.
Here we go, the second half. Nathan Collins comes out and opens it up with the first bucket for either team for Robbinsville. 49-33 now. Maroon Devils have never trailed. Outside, Judea's shot, no good. And the long rebound, chased down by Carter Kirkland. Going back inside now. Wolf kicks it back over to Carter. Long 3, jacks it up, no good. Ball tipped around, picked up over there by Noah Wolf.
There's Coop for 3.
Outstanding ball movement. Woo. And a good look by Cooper.
Yes, it was his 3rd 3 of the game.
He has a good stroke.
Excuse me.
Got 4 big threes already.
4 threes, yes he does. 14 points.
52-33 now, 7:11 to play.
And that second quarter, I was looking back, was a 25-22 quarter.
Man.
A lot of scoring in that second quarter.
That's some high-scoring basketball. I know, for example, going inside now off the glass, basket good by Nathan Collins. You know, our Maroon Devils have scored a lot of points this year. We have really been able to put the ball up and get it done.
That's going to be a turnover back to Robbinsville.
Looking at the standings right now, Jeff, in the boys division of the Smoky Mountain Conference, Hayesville right now in first at 3-0. Swain 2-1, Cherokee 2-1, tied for second. Robbinsville 1-2, Murphy 1-2, Andrews 1-3, Rosman 0-1 in conference play.
Still anybody's conference at this point.
That's it. Still a lot of games left to play. Now Robbinsville coming in right now 2-2. They're 1-2 in conference play. Hayesville beat Robbinsville 60-56. Robbinsville won over Hiawassee Dam 66-47. And they beat Rosman 66-39. But then they lost to Cherokee the other day 100-81.
Holy cow, that was a barn burner.
That's a lot of points.
Wow. So we get a tie up, it's going to be our ball.
So it's going to be Swain ball the other way. 6:44 to play here in the third quarter. Robbinsville kind of adjusting their defense a little bit, almost looking like a 2-1-2. Cooper on the right baseline. He likes that corner shot.
Yes, he does. If he gets his feet set, it's going in.
There he goes
from
the right wing. This one just a little strong off the back iron. Gets his own rebound, though. Oh, tried to feed it inside to Isaiah.
Should stay with us.
Ball tipped away by Robbinsville.
Oh, man.
Now they're going to say jump ball. I don't get that.
Nobody saw it, so they deferred to this guy who had the perfect angle, and he gave the old jump sign again. Man.
Yeah, but it obviously went off the hands of Robbinsville as Cooper tried to feed it inside to Isaiah. Black Knights with the basketball. They're bringing up the floor, led by Brock Adams out front. Gets it back over to Camden Jordan. Camden on the baseline. Jumper hits the side of the backboard. No good.
We've got a number.
Here we go. Down the floor. A little too strong on the pass. We had to back it out now. Isaiah dumps it back over to Judea. There's Cooper again. This one a little too short. Now the rebound for the Black Knights. Here they come on the fast break. Got a man wide open. Eddie Brooms with an easy layup. And they beat us down the floor with the numbers that time.
Yeah, they did. Brooms' first bucket of the game. You can see why Robbinsville scores a lot. I mean, their thing is obviously just a fast break. I mean, that's the name of their game.
They are full speed ahead. Oh, they almost got a steal there. And, well, Cooper, I think, got hit in the face again. His face mask is falling off.
He's taking a beating tonight.
He is. He's been knocked around. And
it's like Isaiah tying his shoe.
Got a little break on the floor here. Now we're ready to go. By the way, Isaiah is one of those with a medical exemption, not wearing a mask. And that's, if you're wondering, just want to make that clear. Get it back over now. There's Cooper back out in front now. Little John wide open left side, too strong on the three. Long rebound, Cooper.
Nice job.
Oh boy, he danced on the sideline and
walked
saved
the tightrope. Yes, he did.
He did. Carter Kirkland
That's
in traffic.
A foul.
In traffic.
Going to get the block.
So Carter should be going to the free throw line. I think that's only the first or second foul here in the third quarter.
But if that was on, let's see, who was that on 20? That should be his third. Let me check. Yeah, that's his third.
So Eddie Brooms with 3 fouls. You're right. 1 foul apiece here in the third quarter on the teams. Cooper started to go back inside, back outside. Here's Little John in traffic, dumps it back outside.
Nice
there we go.
Look inside
And
one.
Collins. Yeah.
Oh,
He got hammered a little bit on that play over there by Eddie Brooms.
that's going to be his fourth. I'm sure we're going to see a substitution here.
You're right.
Who is that, Schuler? Gets up off the bench?
Yeah, coming back in is going to be Jeb Schuler, one of the seniors on this Robbinsville team. They have 4 seniors on this squad. And Isaiah Collins, Maroon Devil Jr., at the stripe. First shot good. And each team has some senior leadership out there. For example, Maroon Devils, Judea Littlejohn, one of our seniors, along with Noel Wolf.
Yeah.
So, and it's always good to have that senior leadership.
Oh boy!
But a lot of good kids are going to be coming back next year, though.
Yeah, a lot of good talent still here.
You said it. Robbinsville in traffic. Ball tipped away, picked back up over there by Brock Adams. Left baseline. Keener gets it, drives through traffic, can't make it go, but his own rebound, he can't make it go again, gets it again. And he goes back up for the third try, and he's fouled this time.
Yeah, good hard work in there by Keener.
Yeah, he did not give up.
And that's going to be Collins. That's his first. Everybody we have only has 1 foul, so we are good to go in the foul department.
That's the way to spread it around. So out the stripe now, it's going to be, looks like Dre Keener. This is a 2-shot foul. First shot no good. Don't forget now, Maroon Devils back home this Friday with the Blue Ridge Bobcats coming in. Second shot, no good, 0 for 2, but they get the rebound. Jeb Schuler, offensive rebound. They kick it back outside. 3 no good, out of bounds to the Maroon Devils.
See, as a coach, that drives you insane. That was one of my pet peeves. You have 4 of your own guys in there, and they have 2, and they pull that board.
That's it.
You've got to get your body on people.
Absolutely. Yep, when you got the numbers especially.
Noel Wolf.
Oh, nice shot from the left baseline. Noel Wolf drains it, 53-37. Yeah, we're not seeing the offense here in the third quarter so far that we saw in the first half. There's a short jumper, and won't fall over there for Camden Jordan. Judea out with a rebound, back down the floor. Good ball handler. Top of the key now to Noel Wolf. Noah driving through traffic. His layup won't fall, and the rebound for the Black Knights. Across half court. Here comes Brock Adams in the lane, dumps it off.
What a move.
Oh, wide open, and the shot wouldn't fall for Schuler. Now Camden Jordan for 3. This one goes.
And a timeout.
3:32 to play here. Is this going to be a full? I believe it's a full face mask timeout. Yes, looks like Carl Junaluska checks with the coaches, and it is. Fans, welcome back here in the third quarter. Some other games going on tonight around the Smoky Mountain Conference. Cherokee is playing at Hayesville. Murphy is at Rosman tonight. Over in the Little Smoky Mountain Conference, Nantahala at Blue Ridge. Coming up on Friday, Blue Ridge is going to be here at Swain. Murphy plays at Cherokee. Should be a fun game. Hayesville at Rosman, and Andrews is going to be at Robbinsville on Friday. So some of the games coming up down the line. And here we go, back to live action. Maroon Devils with the basketball, and they have never trailed in this game. Going inside. Oh, Isaiah has it stolen away. There's Brock Adams. And Brock is the fast break king for Robbinsville.
Get it out of here again.
And that's Little John. That's his second block, I think.
Boy.
He went way up in the air.
That exceeds a block. That's a swat.
He got up for that one. And that's his second big swat here tonight, no doubt. Now Robbinsville back with it as Camden Jordan has no fear. He goes right back in, dumps it off to Dre Keener, who puts it up for the bucket. 55-40 now. Full court pressure. Oh, wide open. Little John the other way. And coming over the top there is Nathan Collins with the obvious foul.
Yeah, he had no choice but to foul Judea there. Yeah. And I wasn't able to see down here. I'm not sure how Judea slipped behind the defense like he did, but he was wide open.
He was wide open.
Woo.
Yep, you either foul him or give him two. So Judea at the free throw line, 67% on the season so far, and misses on the front end.
So far, Judea with only 5 tonight. Been a quiet night so far for him, but he's done a lot of work on the rebounding end and obviously block shots.
That's it. Because he averages 17 points per game to lead the Maroon Devils, and he hits his second one.
There it is.
But a good shooter overall. 43% from the floor is outstanding.
Yes, he is.
Again, here comes Adams flying down the floor in that lane, puts it up, no good. Again, Carson Taylor takes a charge, and they put it back on the offensive board. So Robbinsville with the bucket now, full court pressure again. Judea across the floor, back over to Cameron. As Cooper on the baseline has it tipped away from behind. Out of bounds, we'll get it back.
Right off Keener's head.
And I'll tell you what, basketballs aren't soft.
No, they're not.
I mean, if they hit you in the nose, you're going to see some blood.
You're going to know it. That's right.
Oh, boy, they hurt. Here comes Carson back over on the wing now. Good ball movement. Cooper top of the key, back on the left side to Isaiah. Drives in, and he's going to be fouled on the play as well. And hitting the deck over there is going to be Dre Keener drawing that foul.
That's going to be his third.
So now 4 fouls on Robbinsville, Jeff, and I think only 2 on the Maroon Devils.
2 on us, that's right. So Isaiah with his second trip to the line tonight. He was 1 of 2 his first time.
Isaiah right behind Judea in the scoring department, averaging 16 points a game now as Brandon McLucas back in for Robbinsville in the place of Dre Keener.
That was Isaiah's 10th, so that officially gives us 1, 2, 3 people in double figures and 2 more very close. So that's impressive.
That is. Spread it around and people contributing. As I mentioned, Carson Taylor back in, getting ready on defense on the other end. The second free throw good. Now 58-44. Robbinsville, nothing new. They fly down the floor all the way across now. Camden Jordan, baseline, goes inside. They lost the handle. Here come the Maroon Devils, 2-on-1. And it's over to Cooper Hyatt off the glass.
And one.
And he's fouled and will go to the line. He's fouled hard from the back, but good sportsmanship out there as Brock Adams helps him back up. But boy, I tell you, poor old Cooper's been beat around tonight.
Man, he's been beat around, but that's his 16th point.
Yes.
He's played a heck of a ball game thus far.
Yeah, they have to put a helmet on him. He's been hit 3 or 4 times pretty hard.
He's the type of kid that he doesn't make many mistakes. He does everything exactly how you'd want it done. Really good player.
Smart player.
Yes. A lot of basketball savvy.
Yes. Free throw good, 3-point play. Maroon Devils now lead 61-44 at the 2:10 mark. Full court pressure. Robbinsville across half court. Back inside again. Jeb Schuler back outside. This 3 no good, and the rebound by Cooper. Robbinsville struggling a little bit, trying to work it inside. They just haven't been successful with the inside game. There's Cooper driving in with a layup.
Up to 19.
Heck of a game. Cooper coming in, averaging 12 points per game. And a good shooter, 52% from the floor, and he hits 50% of his threes. That's amazing. And nobody does that.
That's hours and hours of shots.
Yes. Running jump shot won't fall for the Black Knights. Nathan Collins missing, and Carson Taylor and company back up the floor on offense.
Oh, he thought about it.
Yeah, he did. Carson started.
He wants to. He thought about it again. We may see him pull one before it's over.
There's
Judea.
That was the right call. 66-44 now. Maroon Devils up by 22 points with 1:10 to play in the third. And now Coach Scotty McMahon going to his bench. Coming in, we've got Gavin Lanning. We've got Dylan Cochran. So some guys getting some more playing time here with a good lead right now.
Absolutely. You know, we've done a good job every time Robbinsville creeps back to about that 12-point mark. We absolutely push it to 15, 18, 20 points.
That's it.
And keep our cushion. So, but Robbinsville's scrappy as heck. I mean, I admire their effort tonight. They're scrappy. They don't go away.
No, they don't. They keep coming. But they just can't get it down to single digits.
Yes.
Outside jumper, long three by Jordan, and he nails it.
That's 19 for him.
66-47. He's got a good shot.
He's hit 5 threes.
Only a junior. Isaiah down the floor. There's Carson. Gets it back over top of the key now to Dylan Cochran.
That's going to be a travel.
Took a little step. And when you're out there near half court, they can see you.
Yeah, they sure can.
Now it's going to be Robbinsville's ball back in right in front of our cheerleaders here. Well, I tell you what, it'll be good to get back to real.
Heads up.
That ball's going over here into the scoring table to where all the fans can get back into the gym here.
Oh, gosh, I'm telling you.
I
It's
tell you,
just
a lot of people want to come in. And
this is a huge space.
It is.
I mean, it's a huge space. There's no reason we can't socially distance more people in these venues. But
I totally agree.
You know, I'm not going to go that far.
I know what you mean.
And one.
Oh, Isaiah, fall away shot literally as he hit the deck, and he's going to be at the free throw line. But yeah, there's plenty of room in here to have 6 to 10 feet apart.
I'll say it as nice as I can. Our NCH SAA guys, their hands are tied.
Well, that's it.
There's nothing they can do.
That's it. It's just the political world we live in.
There you go.
And
that's as delicate as I know how to put that.
That's it. We're trying to be nice here. Isaiah, 3-point play.
And I think the frustrating thing for people in this neck of the woods is you can drive 30 or 40 miles in 2 different directions, and you've got gyms packed full of people, and it's just like
Yes, you're exactly right. I was down at Mercer University on Saturday. I think they had 800.
Yeah.
And they were all still spread out.
Yeah.
But still, you can get 800.
But that's the great thing, and I give a shout out again to Coach Burrell and Joe and you guys for doing this. So many people are getting to watch this now that might not have gotten to watch it normally. So what we do here, and I've heard from a lot of fans from opposing schools, they always give a shout out to what you guys do with this Maroon Devil Network, and I think that's just tremendous.
Oh, I tell you what, it's a good thing to be a part of. And there's a great shot by Gavin Lanning coming in for the junior right at the end of the third quarter as the Maroon Devils lead is 24, 71-47. We'll be back with the fourth quarter, so stay with us. Yeah, one thing about not having a lot of fans in an arena or in a football stadium, Jeff, you can hear the quarterback signals. You can hear what the coach basically is telling the players here in the gym. So
yeah. That's been one of the cool things about watching athletics on TV is hearing those guys' calls and all that stuff.
It is.
It is interesting.
That's something we're not accustomed to, and it's kind of fun to listen to some of that and to see their different terminology, if you will.
Yes.
But ball is going to be out of bounds. It's going to be off our Maroon Devils, so it's going to be Robbinsville's ball as we get the fourth quarter underway. But our Maroon Devils right now with a comfortable lead. Oh, there's a steal on the inbounds and a wide open layup. That's good D by Noah Wolf. Good work. Good hustle on that play. Maroon Devils keeping that pedal down. Outside for three. Camden Jordan can't make it go. Cooper Hyatt on the rebound. Drives it down, dumps it off left side. Carter started to fire it up. Outside Judea, his shot a little short off the front of the rim.
That's going to be a foul on Carter.
Yep, going the other way. So
he's the first guy we've got with 2.
And only 3 team fouls here in the whole second half.
But I'll tell you, the most impressive thing about this Swain team is the fact that I feel like they're very unselfish. They don't care who gets the points. They don't care who gets any of that stuff. It's just about getting it and scoring it as efficiently as we possibly can.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Off the glass, nice work by Nathan Collins for the Black Knights as he lays it in. 73-49. And that's that team attitude will take you a long way.
Yes, it will.
And you can see it in the way they play offense and defense.
Yes, that's right.
Ball knocked away out of front. Robbinsville coming down with a steal down the floor. Oh, and boy, Brock Adams took a shot. He's still down as the Maroon Devils go the other way. And there's another couple of bodies on the floor. Brock Adams, he got a bad shot. He's still down on the other end. And the foul is going to be called. And yeah, Brock Adams. He's limping off. He's going to have to come out for a minute. He took a pretty hard lick.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if he twisted his ankle or if he got hit in the knee. I'm not sure what happened.
And it was almost kind of like a knee to a knee kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And boy, that hurts. And I think he probably be okay if he walks it off. And I know both athletic trainers here for Swain and Robbinsville. They do a good job as Carter Kirkland hits the first free throw. And, man, he's 88% at the line.
Wow.
That's outstanding.
That's how you want your point guard, the guy with the ball in his hands at the end of a game and a guy that shoots free throws like that. Man.
That's good percentage.
And
second shot, no good. Ooh, ball loose. Still loose, out of bounds. Robbinsville touched it last. Carter was after it, but no, wait a minute. Now they switch. It's going to go the other way. Now they say it's going to be Robbinsville's ball. So they got that straight. But we have some really good free throw shooters. For example, Noah Wolf hasn't missed one. He's 100%. Cooper Hyatt, 86%. As we mentioned, Carter Kirkland, 88%.
Wow. That's unheard of.
That's it. Anything like that. Here's a steal. Judea down the floor. Cooper all the way. Puts it up. Oh, it's going to be blocked back there. Good defense by Brandon McLucas.
Yeah, good hustle back by that kid.
And Cooper gets it back. Good hustle the other way. Back-to-back turnovers. Boy, Carter Kirkland kind of took a shot to the nose as well. He comes out kind of with a little tear in his eye there. He took a pop to the face.
Yeah, things are getting just a little bit chippy right here.
Yeah.
It's been a good, clean game so far, but now a couple guys are getting frustrated and they're taking it out on each other.
Boy, Carter's still kind of trying to see through those. I don't care how tough you are. When you get hit in the face, you tear up.
Yeah, you do.
That's just part of it. And that first shot, no good. And he's probably still kind of trying to focus his eyes there.
Yeah, he may see 2 or 3 rims up there right now dancing around. Hit the middle one.
That's it. Oh, man. Second shot good. He got the right rim that time.
Yeah, so that gives him 10. 4 of our guys in double figures now.
That's good scoring.
One more with 9, so.
Robbinsville coming back. This one an air ball by Eddie Brooms. Cooper comes out of the pack with a rebound. Back down the floor. He's going to take it all the way. Layup. Oh, just wouldn't fall. Isaiah tried to get the rebound, but it's going to be knocked away. Robbinsville back with it. They get it down to Camden Jordan inside. And this one is up and in by their guy in the paint, Eddie Brooms. So now a quick timeout with 5:56 to play. Maroon Devils still up 75-51. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
Yeah, now we're back on.
75-51. Toby Burrell getting the night off tonight. I'm trying to still figure out what a shamrock is.
Yeah, he sent me that, and I really don't know what he's talking about.
It's not the Lakers logo. I know that. They're purple and gold. But
it's getting close to St. Patrick's Day. Maybe that's it.
That's got to be it. Driving all the way. There's a 4-leaf clover for Isaiah Collins.
Yes, it is.
As he lays it up and in, 77-51.
16 points for Isaiah.
Ooh, Robbinsville throws it away the other way, and the Maroon Devils right now basically on cruise control, but still playing hard.
They are. I really wish, looking back now, that I'd also kept forced turnovers. There's no telling how many turnovers we forced tonight. I would say close to 20 at least.
There's been a lot. And then you get those points off turnovers, and that's huge. There's a Noah Wolf driving in, ball knocked away. Isaiah just muscled away that rebound and puts it back up. And that's a good offensive rebound.
Well, he's so strong and can jump, and that's a great combination to have.
It is.
And a great kid. I mean, they don't get any better than Isaiah Collins.
Man.
Most of you guys know the journey he's been on, and I'm telling you, he is just – he's salt of the earth. He really is.
6'3" junior, and what a player. He gets a break here as Carson Taylor comes back in, a junior for a junior. And those are the kind of kids you pull for.
Oh, absolutely.
Robbinsville with the ball back in now, 5:18 to play. Oh, they almost lost it, but up and missing down low, Nathan Collins. And there's a whistle as they're still fighting inside.
It's going to be on Cameron. You know, I bet Robbinsville will look back at this game. I mean, it's 28 points. I mean, I don't know if they could have done much to keep it closer, but they've missed a lot of just easy looks inside. You know, they've had 2 or 3 chances right at the goal and would miss them, and that's probably something they'll work on and focus on, hitting those shots in traffic, you know?
Yep. I know Jake Beasley will work on that, their head coach. But you're right, their inside game has not produced the way I'm sure Coach Beasley wants it to.
Yeah.
Free throw, second one no good, 79-52. Down the floor, we turn it back over on the pass. Here come the Black Knights the other way with Camden Jordan. He's got a pretty good shot.
I'm telling you,
off the glass, pretty good.
Jordan and Collins can play.
They can.
Those two kids have scored a lot of points tonight.
Here's Carter Kirkland the other way, and he travels trying to go up and kind of lost the handle. And pretty good defense down there by their man under the basket.
Somehow I was told to tell you that no good teams wear purple. That came from Coach Burrow. And I'm pretty sure that I have to agree with him on one of them. Just because we're Appalachian guys, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I tell you, the Lakers are pretty good.
Well, I shifted it to college football real quick. I mean, I don't need to remind you where that jug stayed all these years, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have no comeback for that. I mean, you guys got me.
Oh, I'm just messing
red-handed.
with you. Just messing with you.
Oh, boy. Got a timeout on the floor with 4:50 to play here. Not quite to the mask timeout we've been calling it. And fans, if you're wondering, the NCHSAA has mandated that under the 4-minute mark at each quarter of the dead ball, you've got to take a full 1-minute timeout just for a mask.
Well, they need it. I mean, I'm telling you, I said when basketball started, I have no idea how these kids are going to survive running up and down the court with a mask on. But, they're resilient.
They are.
I mean, and they want to play. So it's like we said earlier, they're going to do anything they have to be out on this court and playing, and if that means wear a mask, if that means wear a toboggan with it or gloves or whatever, they're going to figure out a way to make it work and go with it.
That's it. And, I've been amazed and just watching the college football season this year, Jeff, with all those players. I mean, most of these, especially the Power 5 schools, over 100 players, and to play as many games as most of those teams did with the COVID situation, to me, it's just been a miracle.
It's been a miracle, and those guys have a little bit of a leg up. I mean, they have the funding to be able to do all the testing and all that mess and really keep a good close eye on those guys,
Yeah.
So that helps, but at the same time, a lot of games were played.
A lot of those teams played a full season, as now we're going to see Carter Kirkland at the line. But one thing and again, it still amazes me is the discipline that those players had to have to stay away from their friends and their families and basically to be really disciplined to stay COVID-free.
Well, when you put in the time and the energy and the effort that it takes to be a college athlete, and you've seen it,
and
it's ridiculous. It's a job.
It is.
Well, then you're not going to do anything to jeopardize all that work that you've done. So those guys have a lot riding on that, you know?
Amen, brother. You said it. Amen. Robbinsville back with the ball inside. Here's a steal by Judea Littlejohn down the floor. Got a fast break. He's going to take it all the way. Layup wouldn't roll in.
And the putback.
There's a good offensive putback.
I think that was Cooper.
Yeah, Cooper or Carter. They were both down there on the low block. But I tell you, I admire these kids at the high school, college level, even middle school for that matter, who are trying to do the right thing so they can play.
Our kids are trying, and we've got all kinds of protocols in place. And it's like we talked a little earlier. Sometimes the best you can do is not good enough. You're going to have kids that are close contacts or may, get COVID or whatever, and you just have to learn to, deal with it and figure out, now, where do I go from here? What do we got to do?
That's it. And sometimes you don't know where you picked it up.
You don't. And as athletic directors, Neil and I have run into things we never even dreamed of, like when you take a trip on a bus, you've got to assign seats. Yep. Because in case somebody gets it, you better know who's sitting beside them, who's behind them, and all that stuff. And that's just things you don't think about.
Yeah, for your protocols.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
there's a lot to it.
It really is. Here comes Cameron Blankenship. Fast break for the Maroon Devils with a rebound. And Robbinsville stole it, but they kick it back in bounds to Carson Taylor.
He walked.
Oh, little step. So it's going to go back to Robbinsville.
We have a timeout.
Yep, here's the mask timeout on the floor, and let's see. I don't know if I think the cheerleaders know they're going to stay over there right now. But hey, let's let Joe check out the cheerleaders and give them some time. Fans, welcome back. Yeah, I've got to tell you, Jeff, I haven't seen that old mountain jug in so long. I forgot what it looked like.
Well, they pretty well gave it a permanent address there at Kid Brewer Stadium. So it was there all of my years, and I never watched it leave there. So
that thing gathered dust. It's been in Boone so long.
Yeah, I actually put it in my dorm room for a week one time.
A good doorstop, right? Oh, boy. But I tell you, Appalachian State, hats off. They have just dominated the Sun Belt Conference ever since they've been in that league.
Well, no matter who you pull for, if it's a team around Western North Carolina, you always want to see them do good no matter who it is.
Amen. And they have done great.
We pull for all of our mountain teams.
You said it. You said it. And teams with our mountain boys on them.
That's right.
Down on the baseline, Cameron Blankenship's shot won't go. And the rebound picked up by Nathan Collins going the other way for Robbinsville. He's going to take it all the way. He's in a lot of traffic.
Lord of mercy.
And there's going to be a foul, I believe, on might have been on
3-3.
Oh, it's going to be on Will. Is that Will?
That's Will Jenkins.
Will Jenkins in there?
Yes, it is.
It is. Will getting some playing time, the junior. But good to see him in the lineup in there as well. And the free throw is not going to be good. Now the Robbinsville boys are going to bring in a lot of their guys who haven't played much tonight coming in. Carlos Wesley, Rossi Wachacha coming in. So they've got some guys going to finish out the game here tonight. And that's good to see those kids play.
Yeah, it is.
Because, hey, they got to practice too.
Absolutely.
Second shot no good. Carson tried to get it, but couldn't hang on.
And I'm sure you guys could hear there over the free throw. We'll mention again our cheerleaders, what a fantastic job they're doing over there tonight.
Yeah.
Been over there for 2 straight games, yelling their guts out and doing all that they're supposed to do to help support our teams. So kudos to those girls.
No kidding. That's a lot of energy, and it gives us a good atmosphere.
Yes, it does.
Outside jumper not going to fall, coming out with it. Good work in there by Gavin Lanning. Gets it on down to Cameron.
There, he pulled it.
Oh, this one won't fall. He pulled the trigger. Carson Taylor for 3. Long 3 from the baseline. Not going to fall again. Body's on the floor again. Man, everybody's still playing.
Yeah.
More body contact.
There's a lot of forearm shivers going on out here right now.
Yes. Now wide open over there.
Dylan Cochran.
He pulls the trigger. Not going to go again. This time the rebound by Robbinsville. Back down the floor. On the left wing this time, Robbinsville again got some new faces in there. Matter of fact, they got some faces that are not on our roster. Outside jumper is going to be good. And again, that's number 10 is not on the roster, but it's going to be a quick sub timeout. Coming back in now, it's going to be Taligua Walker for the Maroon Devils, getting his first playing time.
Let me see if I can find that kid's name. We want to give them their just due.
Hey, you said it. Good idea. Maroon Devils back with the basketball as they kick it back over to Walker now. Taligua on the right side. Top of the key to Dylan Cochran. Back over now is Gavin Lanning. Good ball movement. These guys passing the ball well.
Number 10 from Robbinsville was Xander Wachacha. I thought that's who it was. He was a tremendous middle school player.
Okay, Xander.
Yeah, Xander. He's a youngster.
Got two Wachachas on this team, Xander and Rossi.
He's either a freshman or a sophomore. I can't remember which one.
Good shot. This is Rossi Wachacha. Big guy over there on the right side. Going inside now, there's Carlos Wesley, ball out of bounds.
Yeah, the two big boys inside, they look like they might be a 1 and a 3 technique possibly on the football team coming up this fall.
I started to say, they look like football kids.
Two big old boys.
Yes, they are. But it's hard to believe we're going to be starting football before you know it.
Hey, it's crazy.
When practice starts the 1st of February. Down on the right baseline, putting it up. A lot of body contact again.
And then we start softball in March.
Wow.
And it finishes. And then we start baseball and track and wrestling. So it's just,
it's
all crazy, but you do what you got to do to get it in.
That's it, to play. Like you say, these kids want to play, and coaches want them to play, and there's a foul under the basket. And each season, if you look at the timetables, each season's running about 6 weeks.
About 6 weeks.
And then the other season kicks right in.
And I know they're going through, late June. I know middle school-wise, we're ending our stuff before school gets out because we knew we wouldn't get our kids back. But I think track goes until like June the 26th. I don't remember the baseball playoffs and all that stuff.
I know, for example, football, actually the first practice is February 8th. First game February 26th. Final regular season game April 9.
Yeah.
And then, as you mentioned, soccer will start.
It started now, the boys.
Okay.
The girls should start probably in March too. Yeah.
Okay, girls start March 1st. You're right.
And, you get to a school that's 1A like us where our kids do a lot, it's going to be a delicate balancing act on how to figure out, okay, you've got football and basketball going at the same time.
Exactly.
Well, how are you going to get those kids their first 7 or 8 practices to get them acclimated to football? So we have a lot of plans in place. We're going to make it work. Whatever's best for the kids, we'll do. It just takes a lot of people working together to make it all come together.
Well, you said it.
Yeah.
A lot of people behind the scenes. More bodies on the floor as the ball goes out of bounds. But you're right, Jeff. The soccer first practice was January 11th. They start playing January 25th for the boys. And the girls' first practice March 1st, and they start March 15th with their games.
I know those spring sports guys starting in March and April, they're much happier than that February 15th normal start date. It's still going to be cold, but maybe not as cold as they're accustomed to.
And there's a big boy, Rossi Wachacha, with a Robbinsville bucket. As this game is just about over, and there's the other Wachacha firing it up from the baseline.
And that's going to do it.
That's going to do it. And the final 83-60 here tonight, Jeff, and our Maroon Devils really kind of grabbed this game by the throat in the first quarter, had a big first quarter lead. Robbinsville fought back, but just couldn't get over that hump. I think they got it within 11 or 12 points a few times, but just couldn't get any closer.
Yeah, there was just too much from our guys. I mean, I'm not even going to look. I'm sure we had double digits in the amount of three-pointers that we hit. I mean, you're hitting 8 or 10 threes a game. That's hard to overcome.
It is.
And that's a great conference win for our guys. And our girls played extremely well tonight. You couldn't ask for more in that game other than 2 more points for us. So, guys, we hope you'll come back with us Friday. Should be 2 more good ball games.
Hey, no doubt about it. Blue Ridge is going to be here Friday. We'll be here, too. Again, Toby Burrell will be back next week, we hope. But Joe Holt, Jeff Marr, and myself, we'll be back on Friday. Until then, have a great week and stay safe and healthy, everybody.